higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strap in for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you loving my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come and get your spoiler up ahead. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you loving my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，键盘噼啪在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的挑逗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead. I'm born, I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you loving my name. You ought to know by now that we're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
Eu sei que menos não é mais. Me diz quem tá querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais. Eu sei que hoje tu quer mais. Eu sei que menos não é mais. Me diz quem tá querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais. Quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais. Quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais. Quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Tá querendo mais.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the start of playoffs here for the LAS Premade series. I hope I'm not muted. No, okay, we're good for that. But anyways, first night of the LAS Premade series. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how excited I am. Can you smell that? It's that smell of a certain season. It's my favorite season of the year, and that is playoff season. I cannot wait to bring these games to you guys tonight, but oh my god, it's going to be nuts. Before we go any further, we got to introduce our teams that are going to be playing tonight in our first set of playoffs, and that is going to be none other than Slam Esports taking on the Unbreakable Warhammers in a best of 5 series. So anything can happen tonight. It is insane seeing these teams transition from a best of 3 series into a best of 5, but still that notion of playing in the series that I was talking about with my casters last night is so important in tonight's games, on that resilience that really shines in these players. So can't wait to see what these guys and what these teams are going to bring out for us tonight. But lots of action here, so cozy up and get ready for this, because we are about to go into pick and ban. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it on to our wonderful casters, Awesome Sheep and a Red Wheelbarrow. Guys, why don't you take it away for game number 1?
Thank you very much, Griff. Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be a very exciting series. Shalom Esports versus Unbreakable Warhammers here, and I cannot wait to get into this exciting series because I can honestly see the series going either way. I've seen both these teams falter, but I've also seen both of these teams actually come up big and actually be able to take down some of the contenders for the higher seeds. But Shalom Esports, I will say definitely the favorites going in. I would say into this series here, but Unbreakable Warhammers are looking to, slam those expectations and hopefully to take over this best of 5.
Yep, no, I'm excited, and we are already going into the pick and ban phase here as Kindred is taken off the board. That's clearly a ban against Relene. If anyone has seen him play, he's really good with that. Thresh immediately taken away as well as that Trendamere. So anything out of the ordinary, or is this pretty much what you expect?
I mean, this is exactly what I expected from Shalami Esports. They take the Kindred away from Relene, the Trendamere from the top side. I love Reckles is like... He's so strong in this pick. I mean, I've seen the pick before, and he's just an absolute monster onto this Trendamere, so he's just... You just don't want to see him on it. You usually don't even want to see a Trendamere in solo queue anyway, and not much left for competitive play, so definitely not a surprise to see Shalom to ban out both of these, but Warhammers are going to go ahead and take away the blunt from Chili here, so definitely going to take away that very strong pick if we can get rolling, but Shalom Esports going to answer with the center ban, so we're going to be no center from Inferno D.
Yeah, there's a couple things that I wanted to look at as well. We do have a couple players here in this series that are in the top 10 as far as damage and kills and things like that, as well as CS per minute. So it is really interesting that we're going to be seeing these teams go head to head. There is no losers bracket or anything like that, so this is win or go home, right? So overall, very exciting, and it looks like we are going to have Olaf as that very first pick. It's a blind pick. Do you think Olaf is a safe blind pick going in here?
There's usually not too much you can do against an Olaf early game. He's just an absolute monster. His Ragnarok just allows him to run through the team. It doesn't matter what type of CC you have. Like, even Teemo Blind doesn't really do anything because of that Unstoppable. He has so much kiting potential, so much sustainability. There's not much you can really do against the Olaf pick, especially since he can go into these very heavy engaged comps, but you can also go for these kind of like disengaged kiting comps, and if you like have the right comp to go with it. But Unbreakable Warhammer is going to go ahead and pick out the Graves, which I think is really a good pick into Olaf, because you're not going to be able to you're not really going to be able to outdo the Olaf in a 1v1 without some type of survivability, and Graves' true great armor is exactly what you need. Also, the amount of damage that Graves can give off early with his buckshot, if he can land it point blank, is really good, and then the amount of burst that Graves can also just get off is amazing. The smoke screen can allow him to survive and stave off the Olaf damage a little bit, so I do like the Graves pick into the Olaf. And we also have the Twitch coming up for Big Warhammers, so it's been coming up a lot into just a lot of competitive play recently. So I definitely am interested to see how Big Warhammers are going to be able to deal with this, do with this Twitch pick. Actually, Esports are going to go ahead and pick up the Lucian, which honestly could be flexed in mid or ADC.
Yep, absolutely. And just to kind of prepare for this event tonight, I did a little bit of homework, just kind of looking into what folks have been playing. And I was thinking a Graves pick would be possible. Obviously, we do see Relene go with the Kindred and the Volibear a ton. But his Graves for this season, just on, the ranked solo queues, he's at a 60% win rate. I know that doesn't translate really to, team prowess here for the LAS and stuff. But it is a really good win percentage, as he is a gold player. So he does know the ins and outs of that champion, and we do have Leona there for the lockdown. So yeah, I believe that Lucian there is going to be a flex. Who is, I believe, let me see. Chili, I'd be surprised. I think Chili's going to go with a more standard mid laner, in my opinion, but we'll see.
It is very possible that the Leona Lucian lane is very strong, especially into Twitch. Twitch has no gap closing ability. He has to stay in the fight long enough to get max stacks for his Contaminate. So it's definitely a really good, I would say, counter matchup with the Lucian Leona against it, but it's really up to what Sion is going to pick actually here. So if he can pick a really good, I would say, peel support for Inferno D, then maybe, but we do see the Cho'Gath for the top side here, because we do see Reckles constantly on it. He's very, very potent on these very tanky champions into the top side. Like, yes, he's really good at Tryndamere, but he's also really good on the Malphite, as we've seen. He's really good on the Cho'Gath. Like, he's just very good on these very tanky and high damage, regardless of being a tank, champions here. So I definitely do like the Cho'Gath here for this. Definitely gives a lot of room for the Twitch to do what he wants here, so I do like it.
Yep, and they took almost to the very last second there for 45 seconds full to lock out that KO there for the second round of bans. As well as they go on doing with the Lulu ban, so taking that away from the support role.
Yeah, Lulu with Twitch is just asking to really lose. It's such a strong pick.
Right.
You can't really get on the Twitch. You get on the Twitch, you just get polymorphed, he gets ulted, and then shield speed up away. It's like there's not really anything you can do to have kill pressure if it's a Lulu lane. So definitely really good ban for Shalom Esports. And Big Bubble Hammer's thinking what they want to get rid of here, seeing what Shalom needs into the comp and possibly ban that away, or maybe just ban out a comfort that Shalom Esports has here, and it's going to be the Shin banned away, so it does not look like they are going to go for any type of Shin shenanigans here for the support, and it's going to be the Rakan banned away. I really love the Rakan ban because Rakan Twitch is so damn strong, so I definitely do like that ban from Shalom Esports. Definitely going to put a lot of prior onto the support bans here to make sure Sion cannot get any, I wouldn't say any, but make it harder for him to find what he needs for this Twitch pick here. So,
well, I think for this combo,
answer for this.
Yeah, I agree. I think for this combo though, I'm expecting maybe a Morgana, just to kind of get rid of all the CC that's coming at you. Especially, you know, the Leona shutdowns. We don't know what the other two characters are going to be yet for Shalom Esports, but okay, no, that does count as well because you do get the passive of being able to apply that stun. So that does help, and it gives you more front line for adding that AD or adding that armor as well. So really good pickup there. I don't mind that at all. It'll block most of Lucian's attempts to, you know, utilize his ult or any of his spells too. So
I love the Braum pick. What do you do? Like, Leona engages, and either Braum procs the Zenith Blade with his Unbreakable, or the Zenith Blade lands, gets on the Twitch. What do you do after that? Braum just immediately shields onto Twitch. Lucian can't do anything. Braum can just peel him out. The stun on Braum is so strong. Twitch has that extra range with his R that can proc the stun. So I really love this lane, and I do gotta say, playing ADC into a Braum anyway is one of the most annoying things in League of Legends because of his E and because of his ability to keep his ADC alive here. But Shalom gonna answer with the Malzahar pick here, so definitely a lot of lockdown for Shalom here, and also a lot of engage with the Olaf Leona. So definitely very curious to see what this last pick here is going to be.
Yeah, I am too. If I had to guess, I think it would be someone that can get towards that back line. Okay, Urgot is actually perfect there for that top lane. That's a pretty interesting matchup, especially going against that Cho'Gath there. Trying to think of what the final round pick would be here for the Warhammers.
Warhammers needs AP. They need heavy AP here. Shalom also is gonna have some of the same issues here. They really only have the Malzahar AP damage. Like, yes, Leona is there with a high base damage just kind of early on to the game, but that is not going to be sufficient for late game. So you have Malzahar, which has a lot of lockdown and DOT, but that's all he has. He does not have a lot of push here. It is going to be the Nico pickup for Warhammer, so they're going for heavy aggressiveness. They're going for heavy team fighting here, and Shalom just gonna have to do the best to lock down the back line, or try their best to play front to back. But I don't even think you can play front to back into this comp.
Yeah, I mean, really great comps overall. I would think overall just with the Warhammers and with how they're going to be playing the game. I mean, I'm just going off of how I know Rolene does the jungle pathing and everything. He is very engaged when it comes to making sure that he can gank and give opportunities for the winning lanes. So we'll see how that plays out for that Cho'Gath or that bot lane, or where he wants to end up going to influence that setup. The really good thing about this is they are both primed to do level 3, level 4 Drake fights, so I'm anticipating not letting those Drakes go by the wayside or unattended for. I'm really expecting to see all-out fights when it comes to getting these Drakes and getting towards that Cloud Soul point. So
yeah, it's gonna be up to Shalom Esports to try to take as much objective lead as possible into this game, really, because in my opinion, you really don't outscale at all. Olaf is gonna find a lot harder to do what he wants to do. So is Urgot. Malzahar will have a lot of that damage into the later stages of the game. But Lucian is one of those ADCs that no matter how fed you are, you will eventually fall off that very low base range. The ability not being able to burst down, becomes a lot more prominent until you said, especially into this very, very tanky and hard to get team. So Shalom Esports is gonna have to try to do what their comp is, run at them as early as possible here, but Unbreakable Women just have so much disengage and re-engage, so I mean, Slam Esports kind of backed themselves here in a corner. They have a very prominent early game, but that's about it. Once that's out of your hands, and if you really don't get anything in the early game, Warhammers will just outscale and absolutely destroy you into these later team fights.
Yeah, no, I can't really disagree with anything there. I'm wondering though, as far as what these picks are, I think it's very clear the tradition that we've seen here for the last couple of leagues, or last couple of weeks within this league. I'm expecting to see, Urgot and Malzahar taking the teleport, right? So there is not going to be that ignite shutdown. I mean, I could absolutely be wrong, but I expect them both to be bringing their teleport. We'll see just with the shutdown capabilities that they have. If Lucian wants to bring that cleanse instead of that heal, so that he can kind of get away from the Braum stuns passives or the Cho'Gath knockups, things like that. But if you had to give a win condition right now, let's just talk about the Warhammers. What would be your overall? Actually, no, I did want to bring up. I'll let you bring it up though once we get locked into the client. But we are going to have predictions open.
Predictions are opening here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Shalom Esports versus Unbreakable Warhammers here, and I mean, I'm not a betting guy, but I'm definitely do want to put it to Unbreakable Warhammers on this one. I put so much trust into them, and they have such a good early game, but then I seen them throw it away so easily. But I have hope. I have hope for them this game.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I gotta give it to Warhammers as well. Like, I'm looking at both comps, kind of imagining what the team fights would play out with, and I'm just imagining, obviously if they're just even on gold and stuff like that. I do think the Twitch overall with the lineup going with the Blade of the Ruined King, maybe some armor pen, so that these guys can't heal themselves up, as well with Grievous ones. I mean, so I really do give them the edge. They have a really good front line here with that Cho'Gath and Braum, whereas Lucian, Malzahar. Even Olaf a bit, depending on his build, they can kind of go down really quickly. So it'll be up to Urgot to maybe get a pick on that backline with his ult, as well as Leona being able to get some folks out. So yeah, I agree with you. Warhammers, 100% in my opinion, have won the draft, but we've seen worse things happen, so it's pretty much anyone's game, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this game is going to really play out here. I'm really excited to see how these teams are going to fare. Shalom Esports higher on the seeding list, but Warhammers look like they do have the better draft here when it comes to the mid to the later stages of the game here. So honestly, it could be anyone's game still. If Shalom Esports can show that they are just this absolutely strong team here, they could really take this game away, especially if they get this early game lead. But Unbreakable Warhammers, they do really good early game usually. They falter into the later stages, so if they can keep up the early game prowess but drop the kind of like the late game troll, then they can easily take this game away without like really any issues.
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. I would like to say, just for Shalom Esports, I really feel if you can get that Urgot beefed up and Olaf is able to just roam and help Cho'Gath burn his flash, burn his teleport, make him walk back the lane every time he gets hunted down by Urgot. I think Urgot could have that potential to be a split pusher, but I don't see how that works with the bot lane. So I think everything needs to filter through either that Malzahar or that Urgot, but I'd really go with the Urgot here for that carry. Especially because once you get out of that landing phase, if he's able to just pick folks off with his damage, and making sure that the bullets on his legs are looking really, really heavy and spicy, I think it'll be really awesome to see him be able to put out that damage.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do agree. See right there, Red Wheelbarrow. I mean, just take a look at all these comps. This comp in both of these teams here. I'm just really excited to see what is possible. I've seen both of these teams just do so much with nothing, so I'm very excited to see what they do plan on doing here, and I hope I see a very, very spicy early game. I really love that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and head to break and load onto the Rift as the spectator delay is gonna go off here, so we'll see you lovely chat here in a few.
know you know how to react. I'm a picture perfect face with the wild in my veins. You can hear it in my growl. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. 갈 수 없는 level. 나와 되길 원한 걸 확신해. We got it all in our hands now. So can you handle what we're all about? What's so tough? Just gotta show you out. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They try, but we don't know where to ground. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. We go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We're so in it, we pop stars. Only winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, down, down.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Shalom Esports versus Unbreakable Warhammers. Yeah, this is gonna be an exciting series. I could just feel it. I could really feel it with this one. Both these teams really have such a big reputation of taking some of these very aggressive early fights without really too much issues whatsoever, especially Unbreakable Warhammers. They are no stranger to really taking an early lead. They are not afraid to constantly be fighting here, so definitely excited to see what they're gonna do here. But Shalom Esports definitely has a favorable early game here, so I'm gonna see if they're gonna do anything spicy here, as we already see Relene and Lexa are gonna go for this very early deep wood here. Just possibly spot out the early start in the blue for the Olaf here.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a lot of value here already for Warhammers.
Yep, that is a very standard start for the Warhammers. They are very well known, especially with Reliana's jungle. He likes to drop that ward and then go back and kind of get the Oracle lens as well. As we see, he just picked that up. So he is going to be able to do that. So that way, when he does a clear rotation, he'll be able to do a gank and make sure he's not being seen. But yeah, successful there, but obviously he is seen by absolutely everyone there in that bush, just hanging out.
Yep, so definitely a lot of value though. I would say in general, they're gonna know he's starting onto this top side here. So we ain't gonna be able to use that information very effectively, but we do see a wood onto the red side, on the red buff for the Olaf here, so they're gonna be able to check, and is he actually gonna be able to steal this here?
Oh,
no, he will not.
So
barely misses there. Rekko's so close. He does get a little bit of damage onto the Olaf here, but it's not gonna matter too much because of that passive. So, but
Yeah.
nice try. I would say
Nice
nice
try.
try. It was very close.
Yep, very close, but unfortunately, you know, he already is going to be under leveled. Orgot's definitely going to reach level 2 first, so we'll kind of see how he's able to bounce back from that. The level 2 all-in potential here for this bot lane here for Shalom Esports is very deadly. So I wonder if they're going to play around with that or if they're not going to risk it here with the stuns that can come up from Braum. So we'll see.
We're going to see a trade going on to the mid lane here. Lexa going to take the wrong end of that one and not going to be able to land his CC onto Chili there. So unfortunate for him there. Alright, we see both junglers onto the opposite sides of the map here. We see the ping actually coming out. Oh, wait, before that, head to the top side. Rekko's going to take the wrong end of trade against Chuck here. He does have the level lead, like you said, Real Bale. And like I was saying, though, it does look like Relene does know that Olaf is going to be on the bottom side of the map. Even though they do not have a wood there, he's just really good presence of mind to know that he is going to clear down there anyway. So they do know that Olaf is on the bottom side of the map. So Inferno and Sun going to be able to play according to that. The wave is already going to be pushing into them. So not really much room for Gon to really gank down there. But mid lane, Lexa is pushed up quite far here. So he's going to be careful.
Yep, and he is going to get the scuttle there, and I imagine he's going to go rotate top and use the Oracle lens there on that ward that's right by that tri-bush at the top, and then see if he can't get Urgot to burn a flash. We'll see if that stands correct there. And Olaf as well is sitting there on the bottom scuttle, so even trade really for the jungles right now.
Yeah, definitely. No real jungle has a huge advantage here, but we do see guys going to the top side. Chuck is going to be in a lot of trouble. Going to take Buckles very low. Bupture barely going to miss. Smoke screen is there. Chuck has to get the hell out of time. Fake Rush, Flash coming out. Relina is not done quite yet. He's going to back off here, and Chuck almost taken down.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, just it was very telegraphed though, and so I'm kind of surprised that Shalom Esports wasn't able to kind of pick that up. That is the entire style of Relene. But here we got to fight mid with Nico putting out some poke.
Yeah, looks like gotta be really careful. If you see here, Gon is on the correct side he needs for this. Chili's running low on mana, but it doesn't matter. Here comes Gon. First blood gonna come here, and first blood is gonna go over to Gon. No issues whatsoever. Wow, that was just really good positioning from Gon.
Yes. Very unfortunate there. Nico tried to commit, but then all of a sudden, like, the damage output was just too much there. And here she is now going back with the teleport wasted. She is going to try to get some CS, but she is under leveled, and Malzahar is going to be able to go back with the kill, or with the assist, as well as the gold lead.
Just that you're gonna land onto Inferno here, but here comes the Unbreakable Shield doing exactly what I said it was going to do. Twins Cast is coming here, but Relene is now here. The Smoke is going to come out into the fly. The fly has to get the hell out of here. But I don't think any CC is going to be able to go off here. The Q from bomb is not going to land. ASAC is going to be able to dodge right out of that one. Relene showing his presence into the bot side, but not much is really going to be found there besides the Ignite from Ace Tactics and the heal from Inferno D.
Yeah, the only thing I want to say there is just looking at the map awareness and realizing that they're not going to be able to commit to go after that Lucian. He kind of wasted that smite there where he could have used it, maybe on a gank mid or, you know, on a different type of romp or anything like that in the jungle. We do have the dragon up with no vision around it for absolutely anyone. It looks like Leona is going to make a play though. He does back out. We do have the orb going through to make sure there is no vision. And he's starting it right now.
Yeah, Graves does have this very easy potential to solo Drake at level 4 here. He knows that there's no vision. He's going to go ahead and take the risk that possibly Gon is not going to be able to check. Gon actually won't be able to check because he is into the top side. So there should be a very easy Drake going over to Unbreakable Warhammers here, and definitely going to be feeling good to pick up that early objective.
Yep, absolutely. He is running a little close there. Okay,
head to the top side here. Veckles is by himself here. Chili does have the nether grass ready. I don't think Veckles can get out of this one. Chuck, no ult, I don't think it's going to matter. Bupture is going to land, but here comes another grass, and he's just going to fall down too easy. Chuck is going to be able to pick up that one.
Yep, and what I'm really happy about there, you know, not to, you know, put a damper.
Relene is here. Flash going to come out from Inferno D, but here comes Relene. He is not in the position he wants to be. Sun coming out on Ace Tactics. Flash coming out, the E, the Q gonna come out also from the Olaf. Gon gonna be able to pick up that one. TP coming out. Poseidon is gonna be so low. Gon is gonna burn down. But he could be able to pick up that one. Veckles is here. Ace Tactics not in the position he wants to be. Flash is gonna be flashed away from Rupture there, and there's gonna be a dub kill going over to Inferno D there. And oh wait, head to the mid lane here. The R is not gonna land. Pop Awesome just a little too short there. Chili gonna be looking for maybe a little bit of a trade there, but not gonna be able to find it. But he does ultimately come on top. But a double kill going into Inferno D. The Twitch into the bot lane here, and that is definitely not what you want to see with a hyper scale lane champion like Twitch. So definitely gonna be feeling really good about that one from Unbreakable Warhammer.
What are you doing? Sitting on 2200 gold right now. He has enough to almost full buy an item, so it's going to be great to see him go back. But they are going to go ahead and get this gold here on this bot lane. What I was going to mention there, that top lane though, is I did like that Reckless did not burn any of his summoners. You saw he was able to go down and teleport bot and make a play there, so he didn't burn the flash or waste it. So I really do appreciate that. He knew he was dead, so no reason to waste anything there. But overall, despite Nico getting destroyed here by Malzahar with that early gank, it does look like they're even across the board when it comes to that CS. Although, lost chapter over an Amplifying Tome there for Malzahar.
Yeah, lost chapter is such a... Oh wait, we head to the top side. Reckless is going to go for a 1v1 against Chuck here. The art is going to come out. Can you get to execute one more auto, but it's not going to be enough. So close, but Chuck going to be able to pick up that one. Reckless just a little bit off onto the execute with his shot there, but it's not enough. And Chuck probably gonna be able to shove this out, get a free reset off. Reckless does not have the TP. It is 2 into the mid lane, and Relene is actually going to be caught out here. Gon is here. The axe is going to be thrown. It is not going to land. He's going to be able to get him right out of that one. Lexar is here to be able to walk his jungler out, but not much is going to be fine there. But he's going to be red buff going over to Gon. No issues whatsoever.
Yep, I want to point out that Lucian went back and he did buy a Manamune straight up. So all we got to do is work on the scaling of that. So he was able to go back and get that. It got a little bit more damage output. The one thing I'm upset about here, Verlene loves to, you know... Oh, hold on a
You
second.
see a lot going on here. If I trying to get the calling out onto Inferno D, he does get a lot of damage off, does not take him down. He did hit level 6 before Inferno, so he did take that chance. Not too bad, I would say, in favor for Defy there. Yes, he does lose the ultimate, but he does chunk Inferno D to below half. Does force him to chunk those pots there. So it gets a little pressure out, but he's have to be careful. Braum is coming onto this bot side here, and he is going to try to go for the solo kill. Can he get it? He'll come out for Inferno D. The Q is going to land from Silent. It looks like he is just going to fall down here. Inferno D on a killing spree. He is up 3-0 in this lane.
That's just awesome. He was able, like I said, he got that Manamune. He's just working on scaling that up. The Lucian, it's staying heavy though with the CS, being able to keep a lead there, but he'll be losing that here as he works his way back. I did want to mention earlier here, before we get into another fight, he is taking the Rift Herald, Verlene is, but I'm kind of surprised.
What's going on here? Gon is going to go into the bot side. He's going to land the flash Q. Shadow Daybreak is here. Axe is going to be thrown. Shutdown going over to the Leona. Stun coming out on a stack. Doesn't going to matter. Sign. It's going to be Shadow Daybreak again. Stun again. So they could be coming up here in the mid, but it's going to matter. The E coming out from Gon. Pop Blossom into the mid lane. Kill going up to Lexar. It's a 1-for-2 in favor of Shalom Esports, but the Liko does pick up kill into the mid lane against Chili. Finally is able to pick that one up. Kill and the shutdown does unfortunately go over to Ace Tactics on Leona, but Gon's still going to be able to pick it up for himself. He is 3-1 up on, actually not even up on CS. He's barely down onto really in there, but the 3 kills is definitely going to put him at a pretty considerable gold lead here as he is up about 1200. Is going to be Shelly popped into the top side here. Really looking maybe for something onto Chuck here. Reckles is here. He's going to run Tyler taking the damage. Or is up for Chuck there. The Rupture is going to land. If he can dodge it, he can survive. The flash out to make sure he can dodge it out here. Lean is here. Chuck is very low. He's have to be very careful. Rupture is not going to land. Chuck looking for something here. He coming out. He might actually be able to get it here. Lean is so low damage there. Chuck on a killing spree. And that is not the dive you wanted to go for. Chili going to possibly maybe look Lexo here. The flash coming out. Another grass is going to land. The Mac's not even going to be thrown out. Gon going to just hand that over to the mid laner. They're just there for the zoning and to the pressure. And Reckles maybe looking for something here. The Rupture is going to land. He has the top. Nom, but it's not going to be enough. The shield is there. And Reckles is going to fall. Oh no. Shalom Esports is just absolutely just tearing apart Unbreakable Warhammers. And oh my goodness. And it's just one unfortunate fight after another. They're trying too hard to try to find advantages, and it's just not working out for them.
Well, hold on. We got to fight here, Drake. It's Olaf.
We're going to go on to Gon here. It is a level lead for the Olaf here, but they're going to be able to walk out of that one. And it is smite away from Gon, though. He cannot smite steal this. Really still has that smite. He's going to go over easily to Rillian. And Gon maybe didn't want to go for the steal there, but he was positioning like he wanted to. But he used the smite on Rillian. Maybe he didn't have to get away on that one. He did have the Ragnarok. He couldn't get slowed. So maybe just a little bit of a misplay there, but it was still most likely gonna go over to Milene as he did have his bot lane there, but he is down. He was down 2 levels there, so Gon could have gone for that if he did save his smite, but not too much of an issue. They are still up 5 kills and about 2k gold.
Yeah, that Urgot is really beefy right now.
He does not have the Ragnarok here, but we see the TP coming out from Chuck here. Silent is here, but they're gonna have to walk right out of that one, and does give Reckles a little bit of breathing room into the top side here. It does burn the TP away from Chuck here. So at least it is a summoner, but maybe we'll walk out of that one. Defy maybe going for something onto Inferno D here. The calling is going to be used with block from the minions. Inferno D going to take from below half health. Ace Tactic is here. Solar Flare is not going to be used. The blade will be, but it's going to be flashed away from Inferno D. Sun is here to make sure Inferno D will be safe into this 2v2 lane that is going on right now. And they're going to be really careful still here. Inferno D is very low. Sion does have the ability to protect his ADC if need be. Defy is also pretty low himself, but do not underestimate the Lucian damage, especially with the BF Clawfield start.
Yeah, no, he can put out some damage there, because the Manamune really is not going to do too much to you. Even being 3 kills to that 0 on that Lucian still pretty much means nothing to that Lucian. Still a lot of damage output, especially with his passive there. Looks like Lucian... I don't know what is going on. Like, he did really well there with his original plan to go up and make Urgot in the first 5 minutes burn his flash, and then they did nothing with that information. Urgot's just been able to manhandle Cho'Gath top, and we have not seen Verlene go up and make any use out of any of that information he has. Especially, I mean, I feel like that was a wasted Rift Herald attempt as well. Like, I don't know if it's lack of communication or something, but there's something missing there.
Probably also could be possibly them not respecting the Urgot damage and the kite potentiality with the shield plus his E, so definitely could be the issue there. Also, communication is a big key when you do go for dives like that with the Rift Herald. Chili is now level 11 though. Nethergrass is going to be leveled up to level 2. He is definitely going to be a roaming monster here, and you definitely do not want to be caught out here. It's not going to use the boss spirit over the wall, but Gon is here. The axe is not going to land. It will land right there, though. Gon does have the Ragnarok ready if he doesn't use it, but he's going to back right off on that one. Feno D is here, but he is very low. So is Lexa, but Lexa not in a position to really help his team here. Chili maybe looking for something, but he's going to be able to throw the Q out from that one, and Lexa is going to have to walk away as that is 3 members.
Oh, we gotta fight top.
Yep, Chuck is going to see if he can't get maybe a kill onto Relene here, but looks he's going to come out the flash there. Eruption not going to land. Chuck, even though he's 4-0, is going to respect the damage that Relene and Reckles can do. So he's just going to make sure he's not going to give any inches or centimeters over to Unbreakable Warhammers here. So definitely, I would say a good decision coming out from Chuck. Definitely does not want to throw his lead that he already has with a silly mistake. But we see something possibly going into the grass that is going to lose. Lexa going to be very careful. He is going to land. Pop Blossom is here. And oh my goodness, look at that damage. Lexa going to be able to pick up that one.
Yeah, the minions were already being used when he popped that ultimate, so he wasn't able to proc them again. Very unfortunate there as far as the clicking of the keys there and how he played that. But that was really good as far as Nico going, staying in that fight, not backing up, and then utilizing that ult.
Yeah, Lexa knew he was going to be able to win that fight. He was fully confident in the play, even though he was, you know, below, I would say, a certain threshold for him to have to be careful, especially with the Nethergrass. But he is fully confident in the play. He goes for it, and he is rewarded. Lexa definitely not afraid to take these plays. He's not hesitant whatsoever.
They're playing clear the wards here in the bot lane.
Ace Tactics really wants us here, but a TP is going to come out here. Infinity not going to be able to save his support. Solar Flare is going to be used. Flashes up beside, he's going to use it. The coin going to come out. Really good job from Defy there. It's going to be a Flashing Knight trade coming up from Ace Tactics. Make sure to get that one. He is going to be landing from Lexa, but he's going to have to get the hell out of there. He does not want to walk into that amount of CC. Axe is going to land the smoke screen there to make sure he can walk out of that one, but that is already half health onto the jungler, and Dragon is going to be spawning about 30 seconds.
Yeah, now, I mean, the one thing that Relene and the Warhammers have going for them is the Dragon count right now. So if they can go ahead and grab this and get to Soul Point, that would be amazing for them as far as... Ooh, let's see if Relene gets dropped out.
Glider damage could be used. Flash through. Inferno D is here. But that is the ult and flash onto the enemy jungler. So Shalom Esports going to be able to easily take this Drake away. This would be Soul Point. And Inferno D is possibly not done for this. He's looking for, he's going to use Spray and Play. And the Fly's going to have to heal out of that one. Chili's looking for another grass, possibly Inferno D. He's low half HP, but here comes Lexa, though. He's on the back line. TP came in from Reckles. There's no TP on Chuck here, so they're going to be really careful. The Q is going to land, and Chili's going to be really low. Lexa looking, but here comes the Lucian onto the backside here. For the thing, going to be really careful. Another grass is going to be used. Here comes Pop Blossom. It's going to land on the 2. Oh my god, you're stacking way too much there. Lexa going to be able to get the double kill, and that's going to be Soul Point going over to Unbreakable Warhammers as they find a really good counter attack.
That entire fight is because of Luxar right there. Even with the health that he had to be able to get that ultimate and get that 2-man stun to clean up house and get that Drake, they now have Soul Point. So this is going to be awesome to see them be able to try to turn this around. They are now back tied almost with the gold as well. So very, very nice. I have to say, all the action that's been going back and forth. We do have a 2P up top. We don't have a tower that's dropped yet. That might change here.
Oh my goodness, that damage. Yep, Chuck realizing just how fed this Nico truly is. Has the same kills, has more CS, is actually more fed to this Urgot here, so he's definitely not the strongest one anymore into that lane at the current moment. He does have TP up. Lexa could push up this wave once, but looks like, actually no, it looks like he actually is going to do that. Maybe leave mid over to Reckles here, but it looks like he is going to rotate here as they do spot Gon onto the boss side here. So they're going to maybe look for this answer here with all 5 members. The Big Bull Warhammers definitely could turn this around here. Lexa is here. They have no vision that he is here. Inferno D is going to go invisible. Vekos maybe looking for Chili here. The Scream is going to come out. Here comes the Spooky Ghost. It is going to land onto Gon and Chili here. But Chuck did use the TP, and looks like they are not going to go onto anything here, but they do force the TP out of Chuck, though. TP is going to come up for Vekos first here, so definitely, at least they do get that summoner spell out from that, and not much is really going to be found here.
I do want to see Twitch go back. He's sitting on quite a bit of gold here, almost 1300. Yeah, he's now at the 1300 mark. He will be able to go up and get some more attack speed unless he wanted to finish that Quicksilver item. But I doubt he's going to do that. So getting more attack speed, getting some more ticks of that poison is going to make him even more deadlier. I would like to see him finish that up because the Manamune is sitting here at 565 out of 750. So he's still got a ways to go for that to get complete. Graves here.
Lena's gonna possibly get caught out here, but he's gonna be using the blast pen to make sure he gets out of that one. Ace Tactics not comfortable to try to force that with the solar flare over the wall with the possible Zenith's blade. So Lena gonna be able to walk out of that one. Lexar taking the wrong end of the trades here, but we've seen him on this Nico so far. It doesn't matter how low he is. He will find a way, but he does have to be really careful here. The Nether Grass is up for Chili. He is still pretty low. If he could die before the Nether Grass was up, but Chili does have to be careful himself there. He's gonna go, Pop Box is gonna be used, and he's gonna use another Grass in Lexar.
What?
Oh my goodness, this madman! He's just absolutely dismantling Chili into this lane. You head to the top side, double weapon is gonna be used. Here comes the smoke screen. Chuck is gonna be careful. Looks like Gon is gonna go on to Relene. Cloud damage is gonna be used. Here comes the face arch, and he's still gonna chase down Relene here, and he's not gonna be able to find anything. There's going to be an ult trade coming out for both junglers there, and Beckles is going to be able to stay alive because of Relena onto that smoke screen there. And oh my goodness. Oh, we possibly maybe see something on Lexar here, but he's going to use the W to get out of that one. But oh, Lexar, man, he's just an absolute monster. Like I said, it does not matter how low his health bars is. He is going to find a way to kill you, and that's exactly what is happening every one of these fights. I can't even blame Chili to try to go for these. It's not like solo queue, it's not like he's not even getting close and he's still trying to go for these fights. He's getting close to killing Lexar, but Lexar is outplaying it every single time.
Yep.
And we possibly see something on the turn, possibly. Lexar is here, checking to be so careful with the amount of damage. Pop Blossom is here! He's gonna be chunked down, but oh, possibly! Oh, he's gonna be cancelled though. Shut down going over to Relene, and oh my goodness! The game is just falling apart for Shalom Esports.
Yeah, that is good to get that over to Relene though for that shutdown. 400 bounty gold going over to him. He's going to be able to go back. He now is sitting on 1300. He'll do a little bit of a wave clear, go back and buy some more items here.
Malzahar used, and it looks like the Nico is finally going to fall. Malzahar finally going to be able to pick that one up for himself. Gon is onto the backside here. Smoking is going to be used. Maybe they can possibly stun the flash. Is going to be used. Plus Ragnarok and Gon. Make sure he gets out of that one. Not the position he wants to be in. Reckles was on his way too. So definitely a lot of mental fortitude for Gon, trying not to force that fight there, but he is going to put in the flash and the ult for this very important dragon fight that's coming up in 45 seconds.
Yep, 45 seconds here. We're already playing the sweeping game here with the Leona. We do have Graves went, and they are pinging out the Cho'Gath R and everything like that to get ready for the dragon fight as well. So we do have Cho'Gath, or not Cho'Gath, sorry, we do have Graves coming down. He did finish out the Black Cleaver, so he does have a little bit more damage output. This is gonna be crazy. This whole thing really is resting on Lexar. He has been absolutely amazing as far as these Drake fights. Oh,
so you have to be really careful. Nobody's going to land. It looks like he's just gonna
that's not what you want to see.
But you have to be really careful here. The Colin's gonna come out, rat-a-tat-tat with spray and pray. He's gonna use the contaminant, but you have to be really careful. Oh, you're gonna come out! What a sniper! He's gonna do assessment! Oh my goodness, what an interaction that is! Flash here, but he's going to survive here. There is still hope for this fight here. Beckles, can he steal it like he constantly does with this Cho'Gath pick? Relene is gonna be trying to get caught out here. Nether Grass is gonna be used. Now the jungler going to fall here. The fly gonna have to flash around that one. Lexar is gonna be by himself in front of D. He's still in there. Fly's gonna be close. Beckles does have the flash. He can try to go for the steal. He's done it before. Can he do it again? One more, and he will. Someone gonna go over to Pop Blossom. Is gonna be there. And Nico's gonna fall. Beckles into a 1v4. Here comes the voter D. Can he possibly find something for his team? Ragnarok is gonna be used. They're gonna be able to take him down. Double kill, but it doesn't matter. Soul is gonna go over. Beckles does not miss those at all. He is almost 100% steal with the Cho'Gath here, and he is coming up big when Unbreakable Warhammers needs him most. It is going to be a Baron call coming out from Shalom Esports here. Relene is on his way. Inferno D is below half, but Stein is also on his way. He has everything up here. Can Relene do what his top laner did and steal this away? Beckles does have the TP up. Shalom Esports going to know this is not a good call. Are going to back away. They are going to reset. It is an okay fight for them, but they lose the soul over to Unbreakable Warhammers, and Unbreakable Warhammers showing just how unbreakable they truly are, as they are just absolutely just finding outplay after outplay against Shalom Esports.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the playoffs, right? Like, that was absolutely amazing. The Braum, Cyan did get caught out there. He was kind of face-checking that, and I thought it was kind of all over, but they played that very, very well, even though Verlene got caught out as well during that team fight. That Twitch was able to get some vision in there, and then, man, Reckless going in and securing that dragon. That was awesome. My mouth was open for a good minute after that. That was just fantastic.
Yeah, Cho'Gath will almost always outsmite the jungler. His Chomp does so much true damage. That's about over. I can actually check real quick. Does. Oh, wait, before I do check, if I do have to be really careful, all gonna be there. But he's gonna QSS it again. No flash trick here to save you this time, but he does buy a little bit of time for his team there. But that is gonna be Inferno D falling down there. Unfortunate, but still not the end of the world for Unbreakable Warhammers. It is still a Twitch. He will still do a lot of damage, but to be careful not to take a fight without Inferno D here. He is still a lot of the damage with the spray and pray. And it looks like maybe they're looking for something with Lena or Scion here. The W is up for Scion. He's going to go ahead and use it. The E coming out from Chuck here, and it looks like Scion is going to fall down here. The R coming out. Here comes the Rupture. Is going to land on one. Lexar got to be really careful. Another guy is going to use it. Looks like he's going to be caught out and shut down once again here. And Unbreakable Warhammers, that was a really good fight you did, but you were definitely still down onto the kill lead here, so you have to be really careful onto that one. And oh my goodness, Trump Esports really good counterattack there.
Yeah, really good. I mean, but I gotta wonder just how demoralized they are. I mean, they're still up on the gold lead despite that damage
onto the trio there, but they're gonna be able to just step right out of vision on that bush there, and they do get the flash out of Chili though, which is definitely really good. No flash, another grass is
be
gonna come
careful
out
here, they're backing on wards.
Yeah, you have to be really careful here. Chili maybe possibly looking for something here. They're gonna land on Inferno D. Lucian is gonna go ahead into the back and reset here. Gon is all by himself. He does have the Ragnarok plus his might. His flash coming up in a bit here, but maybe possibly looking to start up this Baron. I don't think they should, and they're not going to. Thank you. There's gonna be 3 in the mid lane for Shlom Esports here, and Unbreakable Warhammers have to find a way to just absolutely just find a pick. You can find a pick and then transfer that into a good team for that would be good. But if they can get Veckles there and just have him frontline with the Braum shield, they can. Oh wait, maybe Braum could be the next target here. That the is going to be used. He's going to flash into the wall. Don't think that's what he wanted to do there, and he's actually absolutely just gonna get 100 to 0 without any much counterplay there. I think Graps is just so strong there. Wouldn't be surprised if he wants to pick up a QSS himself there. But there's going to be support falling down. Not the biggest value, but you still do pick up a kill there. Can pressure for this possible tower here. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Lexar is onto the bot side here. But have to be really careful still. They do have a lot of wave clear with this Twitch. Plus the Graves and the Cho'Gath. They have a lot of AoE, and Lexar is alone onto this bot side here. He can pressure, he can force this. He cannot be taken one-on-one. They have to send at least 2 here. Maybe Gon can do something since he does have the rock knock here, but he's got to be really careful. Lexar's damage is just so high. He does have the Zonias, but it is TP coming out here. Looks like they're going to go for a 1v2 here. And can he get out of this one alive? He's going to use the Zonias. Maybe he can get enough damage onto the Olaf here. Papa's going to be used. Oh my goodness, Solar Flare is going to be there. Looks like he is going to end up falling down here, but it's still going to be a 1-for-1. They're going to take out the jungler, and possibly Unbreakable Warhammers could be looking for something here. Chuck could be the next target, though. 2 more autos, and he will be stunned. The Coing is going to be used. Beside is going to easily take down one of Buckles. Is going to use the Bite. Just Glory. Chuck could be the next target. He's going to be chopped down. Defy is going to be the next target. Maybe a relentless pursuit right out of that one. And Baron could be the target here. It is 2 dead onto the side of Shlom Esports. Only 1, and Lexar does have TP, and he will be up before Chuck. And Chuck does have TP, but maybe they want to force something here, but it looks like they are not going to. It looks like they're going to be looking for the Elder Dragon that's going to be spawning in about 50 seconds.
Absolutely, and also, Inferno D just went back and he got the Executioner's Calling, so he is going to be able to apply that Grievous Wounds, especially for that Urgot and that Olaf there. So he is going to be able to have a little bit more punch, especially with the Hurricanes and the Manamuna, or Maramuna already fully built up. So he is perfectly scaled and good to go. Cho'Gath here also just finished out the Thornmail, so he is beefy as hell. You don't really want to be attacking him, and he'll be the front line, so it's going to be great to see what happens here as we do have the Elder Drake now coming up in 15 seconds. This is going to be awesome.
Vegas actually does have his flash up again, so hopefully Shaw Esports are going to be able to track that one. Really got to be really careful. They're going to be able to spot that out with the far side ward. So I'm going to clear the wood into the tri-bush. This is definitely going to be the no check to the fight for. Veckles is on his way here. He stole it last time, but the slow flare is going to go on to Sign. He's got to be really careful. He does have the E if he needs to, but he's going to be able to he'll be right out of that one. That is solar flare gone for Ace Tactics. Until he does. Oh, Pop lost the ball to 4! It's like the Ragnarok is going to be able to keep Gone alive, but it's going to be Shaw Esports onto the run here. The Fly's got to try his best to get the hell out of town, but the Raptor is going to land. Oh my goodness, Lexar is going to be able to find it for his team. Gun's going to be the last one left alive here. And he's going to pick the wrong target there. And it's going to be even for Lexar. It is going to be an ace going over to Shaw Esports, or going over to Unbreakable Warhammers, my bad. And it's going to be Elder Drake Sights going over to them as well. They only lose the Sign onto that one. And a little bit over aggressiveness from Shaw Esports is going to cost them most likely Baron and Elder here. And it's going to be really if we do anything after that. What do you do against an Elder team with this comp? You have the Twitch, you have the Nico, you have the Cho'Gath, you have the Graves. There's so much damage being put out and executes for Unbreakable Warhammer, so what are you going to be able to do here? Especially with the Baron buff on top of that, adding even more of the damage. You're going to be able to just shred this one down with the Frono D on the Twitch here. They're all just spawning here. God is giving the last one to spawn. You're going to have to just give this one over, and Unbreakable Warhammer is just constantly showing that they're able to contest with some of these higher seeded teams. And they're going to be able to perfectly sync their back. Sign is going to be the only one left on the map, but no issues whatsoever, as Swamp Esports is not in a position to punish anything right now.
Until now, where they're capturing now the Drakes, or the frickin' Elder Dragon, Baron, they're now 2k gold up. They have, before all of that happened, been playing from behind the entire time. Like, absolutely the entire time. They have lost on the gold lead, lost on the towers. They're still down on the tower count, but yet they can still play from that behind mentality. This Lexar, if they end up winning, is my absolute, right now, current player of the game. Just absolutely stomping and perfect placements on those ops, or on the ultimate. Her stuns have been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Lexar is just a monster on Nico here. Finding everything and all the initiates he needs for his team here, and let's see if Unbreakable Warhammer is going to be able to break the base here. They should have no issues here. They do have the Elder Drake plus the Baron here. Shot is going to be really careful not to be caught out here. They could be looking for possible engage if they can get onto the back line here, but how do you get onto this back line with the front line being a very, very big Cho'Gath and a Braum? You just can't do it. It's very hard. They're going to be able to chunk Veckles down quite a bit, but he's not really going to care too much. As long as the damage is not on his carry, they'll take the damage, you know, without any strings attached onto that one. They're going to be really careful, though. It is a Leandri's built onto Chili here, so he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. They need to send someone onto these side lanes here. At least run a 1-4 if you want to keep most members into the mid lane here. You got to pressure these other lanes, otherwise they're just going to sit 5 mid. Gonna go ahead and do that. They're gonna send the Cho'Gath into the top side here. They're gonna send 3 to the bot side. Sign kind of hovering around Reckles here. There's gonna be a set coming out from Chili here, but they're gonna be able to easily take this tower here. And I don't know, maybe they could have sent someone mid lane, try to push that one out too. Just make sure you pressure all 3 lanes here. It is still gonna be a 2-0-3 here. Haven't seen that one before, but it's exactly how they're gonna try to go find something on Tulini here. TP coming out of the grass is gonna be the no QSS. Michael's got to be really careful. He's in the middle of all.
What, guys?
Oh, no. Shutdown going over to Chuck here. He's going to be able to find the execution onto Michael's there. Unbreakable Warhammer's faltering there. And then Lisa is going to come in from Lexar. Same with the Frono D. Sign. Got to be really careful here and definitely not to play at all when Unbreakable Warhammer's wanted to find.
Yeah, Cho'Gath is just getting shredded right now. He doesn't really have any magic resist up. The only thing he really has is the Merc Treads, and you're going against a Malzahar that is doing nothing but Morello's and Leandri's Torment, so we're just able to really chop you down. It does look like with the Rubik Crystal build, he'll be going with a Magic Cloak to be able to soak some of that up, and yes, he does, Spectral's Cow. So that's a good call on his end, because that's kind of where all the damage he's not able to soak up is coming from. Against any type of AD folks, he's perfectly fine, with the Bramble Vest and everything like that. That was just, I don't know what to say about that. That was just poor management there of that Baron, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why you don't run a 203. That is exactly why you do not run a 203. 1-4s or 1-3-1s are just the best way you're gonna want to try to run there, because you can't do anything. If they force 4 onto the boss side, you're screwed. The Braum was on the top side, and the Fly has no issue covering, you know, Beckles and Braum there. They have no kill pressure onto the solution yet. They don't have enough lockdown with the Relentless Pursuit. He has the culling if he needs it. He has both of the sums, and I don't know, definitely a very sloppy siege for Unbreakable Warhammers there.
Alright, now they're all mid here. I don't really know. Oh, we do have the Elder coming up in 1 more minute. I would like to see them kind of maybe. They have. Yeah, everything's on cooldown for them, so unfortunately they're not able to really utilize any type of Oracle Lens or anything like that. We do have the pink coming out though, or the control wards from that Leona. So let's see here. Leona does have a Oracle Lens, and we finally do got some wards coming up for that Malzahar. But everything else on the side of Warhammers is still on cooldown here, but they are coming up now, and we're going to see if this is a good fight.
Yep, Asan's is going to try to push this one. This is going to be used. Another grasp is there. San also caught out of position. TP coming out. Melina's just going to fall down. Doesn't need to use the R. Just, you know, waste that one, unfortunately. And the Xenoblade is going to bring him right over to Lexa. Blast Pit is there, and it looks like Asan could be the target here, possibly, but looks like he's going to be able to walk out of that one. It will be only 1 kill, but it is the all-important jungler. And Beckles, he does have flash. He does have his ult. Can he do the miracle steal for his team again? We'll have to see here, as he is pinging the Elder Dragon. He wants to try to go for this fight here. So Esports gonna know this is a possibility, and they're gonna try to death push onto this one.
I think they have to go for this.
Oh,
come on, Cyan!
That is not what you want to be doing. Kelly on a killing spree there. Doesn't even know it's a possibility. Beckles gonna see if he can pull off the miracle steal with the choppy, but it looks like he's not even gonna try to do that. Looks like they are just gonna push down into the mid lane here. And they're gonna just go ahead and give up that victory, and they do keep 2 minions alive here. It is gonna be Leona heading down to the mid lane. Not much you can do there. That is gonna be Elder Dragon going over to Shalom Esports. And oh my goodness, just misplay after misplay from Unbreakable Warhammers.
I mean, at some point you gotta say it's not misplay after misplay. It's something else. Something that I don't want to get yelled at for. But I mean, Cyan, that's the 4th time that he has just openly walked into a bush where, when you look at the map, there's only one place they could be, and it is that bush you are about to walk into. And he's just unfortunately died, and it's always around really crucial objectives that are coming up as well. They needed that Braum to be able to soak up some of that damage here.
The solo player is not going to land there. Looks like Asash is going to be the target. He's going to be rooted and beaten down. Upch is going to be there. Buckle is going to chomp him down. Yum, 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 says the almighty Cho'Gath, as Beckles is level 16 here. He's over 5k HP. He's very, very tanky here.
Alright. We got everybody here. They're gonna make a bear. I don't know. Yeah, we'll tack this down. You could make a play, but unfortunately you do have...
They do put this down quite fast here. There's gonna be no chomp coming out from I Love Beckles here, so it's gonna be unfortunate. Gone gonna have to try to spice through this. It is Vaylin with the level lead here. They're gonna be able to burst this down here. Looks like he's gonna go for it, but he's gonna be shredded. Bepso is gonna be able to find Chucky. He's gonna be stunned, and Defy is gonna be the next target. Vexco is gonna be using out the flash right out of that one. He's gonna be able to be tagged with the passive. The one more he's gonna be stunned there, and Vexco's actually not gonna be able to pick that one. Vaylin is gonna be able to pick up that. But D is gonna flash right onto him, but he does have the QSS, and he's 2 levels down. And it is gonna be, oh my goodness! What is that damage? It is going to be a quadruple going over. Looks like he's gonna be able to save it for his team there. Shutdown going over to the Nico. He was gonna be 1v1 by a status. So can he walk out of that one? He's gonna be a Xenoblade going to land. Shutdown going over. And oh my goodness! What did I just witness there? Chili gonna be able to save it for his team there. That's gonna be the Holific Vision. Gonna be able to pick up a quadruple there. And oh my goodness! What did I just watch?
That was probably more jaw-dropping than the freaking reckless steal of that trick. That was absolutely insane. Chili, that was game-changing. That was ending there for all of you. Like, absolutely wonderful to see. We'd have to watch that on a replay. I really hope Gurf can clip that, because that was just insane. And they still don't have the Baron here, so they're able to go ahead and start cleaning up vision and
Dude,
make a play for that.
was still relatively long. They could go for this. Lexar is up
You
in
think so?
No, the TP is up though. Defi's actually on the bot side. They are going to try to go for it. If they do not have the ADC, they shouldn't be going for it. It was a possibility if they could shred it down. But Sign is going to be able to spawn it out. They do have double TP from Lexar and Lekos up. They could try to go for it. They have Flank Wards up if they want to use it. But they are going to go ahead and save it. Looks like Zombie Sports going to back away from that one. And oh my goodness, these teams are getting desperate. They want to end this game. They just want to go on to game 2. And it looks like they are possibly going to try to start to Drake themselves. But it is 5 members on 5 members here. Can Chili do it again? Elder Dragon is still going to be up for about another 10 seconds. See if they can do anything. Going is going to come out there. Raptor is going to land onto Gon there. Dog coming out, going to be able to catch Chuck out. This whole thing going to land. And it is Gon going to go right. It's going to be able to pop Blossom onto 3. It's going to find so much damage. Chili, can he do it again? I think he's going to be able to. Chuck going to try to find a kill onto Lee. He's going to be able to find it. He's so damn tanky. Fast fire to that one. Gon is still alive. For the he can pick up kill. He's going to be able to pick up that one. Chili going to have to recover out of this one. But he does have TP. Gon does have the lifesteal, and they are going to have to walk right out of this one. Inferno D not even taken anywhere close to death onto that one. But oh my goodness, it looked like the fight was going to go over to Breakable Warhammers, but it is going to be an even trade.
Oh man, can you breathe alright, Sheep? This is
Oh my
absolutely
goodness,
insane.
this game is just, it's explosive.
Yeah, it's been going back and forth like crazy, especially the gold lead is now dead even across both. It had been flip-flopping back and forth for the most part here over the last 15 minutes. We were at a 40-minute game here. We've had, it was like since 25 minutes that we had the soul already taken care of. Now we had a minute 30 left for the Elder Drake. We do have people pinging out the Baron, but we got full builds coming out across the board, especially with that Malzahar. Coming, he's got absolutely everything right now.
And again, the Baron is going to try to be set up once again here. Gon going to be thrown onto that wood here. He's going to try to pick it up there. He's going to find the Rupture, and he's going to be able to tank that Q there. Lexar is here, and almost everyone's level 18 besides the supports here. And this is a long game. This is just game 1, real man. This is game 1. Oh my goodness. We do see Inferno D is gonna have a little bit of technical difficulties here. He did end up crashing there. Unfortunate, you cannot start a fight without that Twitch, especially in this type of game. I do gotta say, this little breather that we have, I gotta say, what Unbreakable Warhammers needs to do is that they need to 1-3-1. They need to 1-3-1. Lexar, Rekos have CP, so does Chili and Chuck, but Lexar is so strong. You cannot kill him one-on-one. He's just shown that that's not a possibility. That's in at least 2. Rekos, you ain't killing him in a one-on-one no matter who you are. He's too damn tanky. He'll run you down. He has to execute. Maybe Chili if he can kite it out long enough. But I think that is pretty much the only chance you have. But if he can find Chili onto the side lane here, that is all the damage you have here. I truly 100% believe that Unbreakable Warhammers wins the 3v3, no issues whatsoever. So I want to see the 1-3-1. I want to see it, just members being pulled out from the side lanes here. Try to push it. You have top and bot pushing right now. Head to those lanes right now and just push it. You have no one on the bot side. Maybe Chuck is heading down there right now, so you just have to TP up. Send someone to the top side. Constantly keep that wave pushed. Make sure it is not on your side of the map. Make sure someone has to answer.
Yeah, personally, I think you throw away Baron. Baron, I don't think is something that they need to be focused on right now. We have a minute coming up for the Elder Drake and those executions. They've already won the team fights for the last 10 minutes. Besides that Malzahar cleanup, which to be fair, he did clean up when they were already below half health, even though it did look fantastic. I think they need to kind of put some vision there, come back over and poke them out. Warhammer, we still got to pause here. We still got some technical issues for Inferno. But I like your idea of the 1-3-1. I just think that the Warhammers need to vision out and get vision on Baron and then back off. Then from there, just push mid, go to 1-3-1, and then rotate around if they notice that Baron's being pushed. I don't think that is a very mission-critical play right now. They need to get in and hit these towers. They need to start taking inhibs. Because the way that this is going, they're making too many little mistakes. Cyan getting caught out, things like that. To where it's going to take one too many of them, and then they don't have the advantage anymore from the map perspective. and it's going to be over. So I would really just focus on that Elder Drake, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. This is just insane.
I love the 5v5s. I really love the 5v5s. But you have Chuck, Chili, Reckles, and Lexar all have TP. If you don't want to run 1v1, that's fine. If you want to group as 5v5, that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But guys, you have TP. You need to be doing something with it. Otherwise, you're just wasting a summoner ability. Set up deep wards. Go for a flank if you need to. Like, Lexar flank could be so strong if he can pull it off. He has his own, he can stay alive. Veklis can definitely stay alive for Lexar to be able to engage with the flash there. You need to be doing something with these TPs. Otherwise, they're just useless summoner abilities at this point. If you're not going to do anything with them, you might as well just pick something else at that point. Because, I mean, this game is just going to be even, and even until it gets so late into the game to the point where this Cho'Gath is going to be unkillable. This Twitch is going to one-shot everybody. The Olaf is just not going to be able to run it down. The Urgot, Sam won't be able to just run it down either. She'll just get absolutely shredded. The Lucian will fall off. The Graves is going to just become an unkillable monster because that's just how his kit is. I mean, you got to find a way to end this game for Shaw Esports, but also Warhammer's are in a position that if they do lose one fight, which is a very strong possibility, they just lose the game.
Yep, 100%. And here we go with the Baron play.
Yeah, they're gonna try to push this one out here. They're gonna be able to notice this one. Inferno D isn't here. They have no damage. Is gonna be calling
taken down.
Low there. The Unbreakable Shield is gonna be there. They're all coming out. They're gonna be able to find a Rupture, but looking to Chuck there. Oh, Defi's got to go into Golden Stasis there. That's gonna fall down. But they're gonna be able to slay Chuck there. Triple kill going over to Inferno D. Chili's gonna be the next target. Defi's gonna have to get the hell out of there. And they finally fight the fight they need to. A quadra kill going over to the Twitch there. And they finally have done it after all that pause time, after all of that over-analyzing. They find a fight like that. It's about damn time. They're finally going to be able to take the game. GG, Unbreakable Warhammers. Going to be able to beat Shaw Esports here. And oh my goodness, what a game. They actually end the game with less kills than Shaw Esports. Even if it's by one, they won a game with less kills. That is no easy feat in this long of a game here. And it is going to be Unbreakable Warhammers finally ending the game in 42 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh, man, that is crazy. I did want to take a look here real quick at the, look at the amount of damage done to champions. That Malzahar
My goodness.
is an absolute monster, alright? He got over almost 60k. Almost 60k total damage there. Absolutely insane. No one even touches that here for the side of Warhammers, but I do gotta say, Shalom Esports, very unfortunate there. They were able to get some picks, especially with Cyan, who was kind of face checking blindly into the bushes there around those objectives. I think if they can kind of, Warhammers, I think if they can kind of talk to their players, get them to kind of calm down and not make those small mental mistakes, I think that will absolutely open it up more for them to be able to go ahead and make a finer tuned play to push more for objectives, because they have the right mindset, but the problem is they're just getting caught out too many times. And as you said, had Shalom Esports not been able to do one more catch up, they probably would have been able to win that whole thing, right? But really good job. We still got a whole series to go. They played that like it was Game 7 of the World Series. That was absolutely insane. I don't know how you're still talking, but I'll give it to you to close it out and send it to Gurf. But fantastic job, guys.
Yeah, that was just an absolute monster of a game there. I'm just surprised that was game one. Unbreakable Warhammers defeating the expectations there. Shaw Esports seeded higher than them, and I mean, both teams played well, but oh my goodness, the amount of times that I feel like the game was going to go over to Unbreakable Warhammers, then I thought the game was going to go over to Shalom, then Unbreakable Warhammers, then Shalom. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And oh my goodness, that was just absolutely amazing to watch, especially that quadra kill from Chili, though. That was absolutely amazing to watch. Props to him. Definitely gets the MVP for the losing team onto that one, because he just absolutely just jaw-dropping moment there with that quadra kill. Sadly does not pick up the Penta. Neither does Inferno D onto the Twitch. It's going to be double handshake quadra kills coming out from both teams. But that is only game 1 of the series, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to send it over to Griff on the analyst desk to analyze this amazing game as we get ready to go on to game 2.
Holy moly. Casters couldn't have said it better. They're playing this game like it is the finals. I saw it in chat too. We're playing this game like it's finals. This one went to almost 43 minutes and so much back and forth between Warhammers and Schlam. Unbelievable, but I honestly, I couldn't put my finger on it on who was going to win. There were definitely moments both teams could have secured that win in a moment there, but it ends in a big old fight around Baron, and Warhammers are able to push down into Schlam's base and end it off there. But holy hell, what a game number 1. We still have at least 2 more to go. I'm hoping for the full 5 tonight, but you could see how evenly matched these teams were. At 40 minutes, the gold 70.3k for Schlam versus the 70k for Warhammers. This game was so tight the entire time, and all it comes down to is one massive team fight at the end to decide it. So congratulations, Warhammers, and congratulations to those of you in chat who put your tokens on the Warhammers. Guys, we are going to be taking a quick break. While we are gone, we're going to be running some ads in the meantime, but also the poll for player of the game is going to be up. So make sure to get your votes in. That poll is live right now. You can see it showing up on the desk below me there. But when we come back, we'll be hopping into game number 2 of this best of 5 series. Who's going to take the next one? Warhammers just clutching that one, but it is still 2 very, very closely matched teams. Cannot wait to see how this one unravels tonight. We'll see you guys in a few.
Take me, take me.
too hard. And we were traveling mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this.
Hello and welcome back to our first night of the LAS Premade playoffs. Guys, we have had just one game so far in this best of 5, and it has been an absolute insane turn of events. Both teams fighting just neck and neck, so close the entire time, but in the end, it is Warhammers that claim the victory. We are about to get into game number 2, guys, but before we switch things over, we got to announce our player of the game, and it is none other than the big Nico themselves, Lexar, going 9-8-15 for the Warhammers that game. Congratulations, and some really, really fine pop blossoms there. Just scary amount of damage that you were able to pump out from that Nico. So well done, Lexar, and well done, Warhammers. But guys, it is still a best of 5. There is at least another 2 games left for us tonight. So without any further ado, I'm going to be passing on over to our casters to get this one ready. But don't forget that our predictions are tonight. So once those teams are locked in the league client, the predictions will be open up until the point where we see players live moving on Summoner's Rift. So guys, casters, take it away for us, and let's get going for game number 2.
Thank you very much, Gurf. Oh my goodness, guys. Definitely needed that break to reset my throat after that one. That was a very, very fast game, I would say. I mean, it was a long game, but it was also very fast at the same time. It was just a really, really fun game to watch and cast. Definitely, as that game was just it was back and forth. Like, honestly, I could not tell which team was going to win until that final fight.
Yeah. Man, that was absolutely insane. We are readying up here for the picks and the pick and ban phase here. I don't even know if you could take anything from that game as far as what you would want to utilize as a pick and ban, like as far as changing what your original strategy was, right? I think maybe that Twitch overall maybe might be a good second round ban if he's not picked up already. But I don't know if there's anything that's drastically different here as far as how that played out, because that could have been anyone's game. I don't know if you feel differently though.
I mean, I really don't feel too much different about that. That game was just because both sides ended up working out. I mean, Schlam almost was able to take the game. Unbreakable Warhammers ended up taking the game, but I mean, it was still a very close game. So the bans that you had last game are still, I would say, pretty prominent, as we do see the Kindred coming out again to make sure Relene doesn't get it, and also the Tryndamere. Like, I feel like some of these bans are going to be the same just due to the fact that that game, I feel like, would have been a bigger stomp if those champions were allowed to play. So I don't see the bans changing too drastically. Maybe something new there and there, but pretty much the same, as we do see the Twitch being taken away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, change it up a bit, right? It's going to be interesting to see here. They do have first pick here. Warhammer did elect to take the red side again here for the second game. So that priority first pick there is gone, but they do get to have that counter pick with the doubles in the round 2. Taking their time here, they're not ready to do a full commit, as we do get the Graves taking it away from Relene, but he is a comfort jungler. He is able to wave clear, do some really good ganks, so not a bad pick overall, blind especially, so.
Yeah. Oh, so I feel like Relene is not going to care too much about the Graves.
Not at all. No, he has,
He has
he's
so
fine.
many answers to the Graves that I feel like definitely going to be taken away from Warhammers, which is unfortunate, but I feel like Relene definitely will have answers to this.
Absolutely. Even if they go ahead and pick, what in the world?
You ban Twitch, he picks the next strongest hyper carry, and that's Kog'Maw.
Okay.
And Lulu isn't bad. They could go just instant Kog'Maw.
That would be insane.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. I love it. Oh
Hey,
my goodness, Unbreakable Warhammers, dude, the Kog'Maw Lulu. I absolutely love this so much. I'm already hyped for this game too.
yeah, that is awesome. It kind of, I wonder if that kind of catches Shalom Sports off guard here, because that is a very heavy carry bot lane there, especially if you can get a couple good ganks early on. I don't know about the Blitz, honestly. I would kind of go for someone with a little bit more CC. But okay, they do pick up the Blitz there. Let's see what they can roll around here with to answer for that Cog if they decide to.
Definitely do expect the ADC to pick here. You definitely don't want to pick a solo laner because that just gives very big counter pick potential to Warhammers. I mean, they already blinded their ADC and support here, which can be countered, but I mean, if this lane can get rolling, it won't really matter at the end of the day, but definitely do expect the ADC pick here. It could just be a flex ADC pick, like maybe a Lucian again. Chile does want to end up playing that, but I definitely,
The Fly didn't do too bad on that Lucian, right? So I can understand if that happens there. Oh, okay. I like that.
Jinx. I like it to counter the scaling potential that Kog'Maw has. The only issue I have about this lane is that you're picking the Blitzcrank. You're expecting to do something in lane, you're expecting to get the full out, and you're expecting to kill. Jinx doesn't have that much damage early game. So
No.
you pull the Lulu, what is she gonna do? Polymorph the Jinx, walk away. You pull
I
the
thought it
Kog'Maw,
would have been a Caitlyn, honestly.
Lulu just throws everything on you, makes the Kog'Maw survive. Kog'Maw kites out, has the range so he can shoot over the Blitzcrank, no issue whatsoever. I like the Jinx in terms of trying to answer the scaling, but I don't like it in terms of they blind the bot lane and you don't punish it. You're just handshaking. It's like, oh, we'll just go to late game together, which it's a possibility for Shalom Esports, but we do see Warhammers also pick up the Jax here. This is just gonna. They saw the game go 40 plus minutes, and like, all right, guys, let's just get as much scaling as we can on this team, and let's just win.
Yeah, the great thing about that is that can also be a flex of jungle or top, and we do have second round bans coming in. We do have the Ari and the Urgot taken away, so Shalom Esports is not going to be able to get onto that Urgot. As far as top laners go, though, we do still have the Cho'Gath open as of right now, so we'll see if that Jax does stick to the jungle. However, knowing what Berlin likes to play, it would be kind of interesting to see him get on a more comfortable pick, like say Volibear, or even an Echo, to add more of that AP damage here. But overall, I like this for the Warhammers, even without seeing the rest of it here. But they are taking their time on this second ban of Malphite.
Malphite, I do like the Malphite ban, but also at the same time, Echoes can play the Malphite. And you have the Malphite, you have the front line that can do a lot of damage. I actually do think I like the Malphite better than Warhammers, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I know like the Jax is picked and it is most likely going top, but if Valine can play the Jax, you could just put that jungle honestly and you just pick the Malphite instead.
They should ban Volibear right here, if anything, to force that Jax to go top, in my opinion, and then give like a Gragas or something like that to Valine in the jungle. Who would be a less comfortable pick there. Okay, we do go with the Lux mid taken away. So we do notice though, this mid here for Warhammers dominated on. Oh my god!
Yes! Thank you, Berlin! The Skarner pick, I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't care what comp it's in. It's Skarner. I love it. It's amazing. I love that champion so much.
I mean, we might not care what comp it's in, right? But we do need, like, you might not because you like that character, but it just based on the comp itself, it does kind of work, right? So utilizing the speed throughout the jungle with that Skarner, being able to pull him with his ultimate, and then utilize all the stuns and the CC from that Jax and that Lulu. It's a really good pick, as we do get Rumble here committed for the top lane.
Okay, so I mean, I don't want to say anything too soon because I don't know what Shalom Esports' last pick is, but they're legit pulling a TR right now. Their glass cannon, they have no engage. They have nothing to really get on to Unbreakable Warhammers right now, and the biggest issue is that maybe this last pick has heavy engage, but you engage, what is Skarner going to do? He's just going to pull you right away, or he's going to go straight to your backline and pull in the Graves, the Rumble, or the Jinx. And the Gnar, I mean, There's your engage, but that's only engage with his passive up. That is the only time you get to engage. And what is Shalom Esports trying to do with this comp? That's what I really want to know.
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think that they have obviously the best intentions here and that they prepared, right? But I mean, this is their locked-in comp. I don't think going against, like you said, they needed to do something different here when they got the chance to over counter that Kog'Maw and that Lulu. I don't like the Blitz, and I just don't care for the Rumble Gnar combo there in that top and mid lane. Because
Oh my god.
I mean, Jesus Christ, guys, can you let us breathe a second? Because the Warhammers have absolutely destroyed this draft. Like, just on paper alone, obviously we'll have to see how it works out because we thought the same way on that last pick and draft phase. But Shalom Esports was able to kind of always be in the lead just by a little bit until Warhammers took it away at the end. So this could be a mix and match of that. Warhammers, we gotta admit here, they did make glaring mistakes in game 1. Very glaring ones that almost threw and cost them games. So if they can clean that up, this comp is meant to absolutely destroy. This should be a 25-30 minute game with this comp. But we'll see, kind of with that 5-minute break, what that was able to do for them and calm them down. Shalom Esports, though, if they can capitalize and see that they're still making those mistakes, the Warhammers at least, they have the ability here to win, but I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is very hard. I mean, when I look at Shalom Esports, I'm thinking, what do you want to do? You have the Blitzcrank pull. You can pull someone in with the Blitzcrank. By all means, if you land someone with the Blitzcrank pull, are they dead? Most likely. But you land someone with the Blitzcrank pull, you landed on Skarner, thank you, I'm going to pull you back to my team. You landed on the Jax, thank you, a lot of your damage is autos, I'm just going to press E and get out. You landed on the Lulu, or the Cog, or this Zillion, thank you, I'm just going to press, Zillion's just going to press on whoever gets pulled and they revive anyway. It's like, what do you want to do with this comp? The only way you can win is if you have a very good engage with a Blitzcrank pool plus a Gnar ult that can get a lot of the members of Big Bull Warhammers. But Big Bull Warhammers has a lot of range, has a lot of tanky frontline, and just frontline that's hard to kill. Even if you can get someone off, you have the Zillion Runic Prison, you have the Zillion that gives the speed for the Skarner, and you have the Zillion Bomb that can also do a lot of damage, does have the stun. You have so much mobility, you have so much kiting, you have so much standability. You also have okay engage from Big Bull Warhammers too. Yes, they don't have like heavy, hard engage, but they still have a good amount of engage. They still have the ability to get on Shalom Esports if they need to. And that's the issue Shalom Esports is going to be running into.
But you keep saying if they need to. I mean, they don't even need to. They have all the ability to just hit from their back line and just watch the front line for the Warhammers just kind of lay out a picnic and take a nap, right? There's nothing here besides that Blitz for that engage. Personally, for that Gnar, I think that's kind of where they lose me a bit, because that Gnar, if you turn that into, say, an Ornn or something like that, then from the back line, he is able to utilize his ult and ruin a lot of that CC potential from the Warhammers there. So there's a couple other picks I would have gone here after looking at this comp, but hey, let's see what happens.
Predictions are going to be opening, ladies and gentlemen. Get your predictions now, and they will be closing right when we get onto the Rift here. And oh my goodness, this game! I am just, I want to see Shalom Esports win. I want to see the Fly win. I love this guy. He is so strong. He has been so good in LAS draft. Shalom Esports, go ahead and pick him up instead of Zero Boy there, and he showed up in LAS draft, and I mean, even that game, he was showing up pretty big. He was keeping up and surpassing Inferno D on the CS. He was taking these very confident plays. Even if they didn't work out, he was confident in them. He wasn't hesitating. He was being aggressive, and I just absolutely love to see that from ADCs, and you don't see that much in ADCs. So I want Shalom Esports to win. I want my boy to fly, but Unbreakable Warhammers, I see the Skarner. I gotta give it to them with this one. The draft is good. Off the last game, their early game was not too bad like it usually is. Their mid to late game gotten better since the last time I saw them. They do still have a lot of mistakes that they did show into the last game, but I feel like comparative to this game to the last game, Unbreakable Warhammers has a way better draft. I mean, at least last game, Xiaomi Esports had answers. They had the ability to answer Warhammer's draft, even though I thought the draft was better. They had ways to answer it. It was still a late game draft from Unbreakable Warhammers, and it did go late game, and they just absolutely dominated the last fight. But this game is going to be up to Ace Tactics to be an ace and land all of these hooks.
Yep.
Otherwise, there's not much really gonna happen for Xiaomi Esports.
I just gotta ask real quick. I mean, I agree with you, but just as a sidebar, Gurf, if you can gift me 1,000,000 points so that I can make a bet, I'd appreciate it. I am gonna, though, commit to the Warhammers here for the rest of my points before I go bankrupt. I gotta say, though, the win condition here for me is Blitzcrank hitting those hooks and doing it early and often. Do not allow Kog'Maw to scale. That Graves needs to be down there all day, every day, making sure Kog'Maw cannot scale. Let Jax, let Zillion do whatever the hell they want. Don't let this bot lane get heavy. And if Jink can land in the late game, getting that Hurricanes, getting that scale opportunity to be able to be an absolute monster in team fights, then yes, a well-placed Gnar ultimate and a Rumble ult could help benefit that. So that is really, it's all late game actually potential for them, unless they can shut down this Kog'Maw early. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see this game. It is going to be speculated in about 1 minute, and then we're going to go into load in onto the Rift on that one. But just before that does end up happening, any final thoughts? Anything that just, besides from what you said, anything that really screams out? Because I feel like I've said my piece. I think Warhammer's going to be able to take this game away, no issues.
See, here's the thing. I mean, just, you know, from a caster perspective and just looking at it from an outside point of view, like, we're not in the game, we're not in the eyes of, like, what they're looking at there. So, just from an outside perspective, though, yes, on paper, it looks absolutely amazing here for them to be able to end this in 25, 30 minutes. I think if we get another long game, though, it goes entirely into Xiaomi Esports' favor, in my opinion. Just because one great hook from Tactics absolutely turns this game and ends it all for them. So, we'll see.
It's definitely true. We'll have to see what we are going to get ourselves into. But our spectator is going to go down. We're going to go ahead into the loading screen here. And we'll see the rest of you all to the Rift here with this amazing game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Xiaomi Esports versus Unbreakable Warhammers. Once again, the sides are still the same. Blue side is going to go over to Xiaomi Esports. Red is going to be Unbreakable Warhammers. Unbreakable Warhammers currently up 1-0. There is a blitz in this game, so we're going to go ahead and see a possible level 1. And it looks like they are going to head to the top side, but it looks like it is going to be a stacked bush on the side of Unbreakable Warhammers. They know this is a possibility. They are rooting up for it. But it looks like nothing is really going to happen here as they are on the opposite sides. And Jinx is going to stay on that tri-bush to make sure that they're not invading there.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a really good position because coming down directly around the bottom part of that dragon pit, The vision cone is very clear to be able to point them out, and then she can get out of that bush before anyone notices. I do like the position here for Shalom Esports going up there in that top, because remember Berlin's pathing, right? Like, he is very well known for going and dropping a ward up there, and again, against expectations, he does not do that this time. So really good call, really good initiative there to be able to make some changes. He did drop a ward, and he is going to come down here after picking up another Oracle Lens again, so he does do the same thing, just different tactics. As we get pretty much a standard opening here with some leashes and getting back into lanes here.
Is going to be a opposite side start. Gon is going to go ahead and pick up this blue buff, and so is Valine here. So both turns going to be on the opposite side of the map. Top side for Shalom Esports, bottom side for Valine here, and we'll have to see how this game is going to go here. I love everything about, honestly, Big Ol' Warhammers. I know I've said that, you know, a lot in draft, but I mean, I love the Zillion, I love the Skarner. I love how they went Cog Lulu. I'm glad that I said it and they ended up going for it. I was very hyped, and I'm really excited to see what is going to happen here. And I'm really excited to see how Ace is going to be able to play around this, and if he's going to be able to land some of these hooks.
Yeah, especially with the new ADC, right? Like you said, they have to fly now, so it is an interesting comp here. I know they've been playing some scrims.
Level 2 is going to go on to first.
Oh!
He's going to go right into the flame trap. He's going to be using that going out, flash coming out from Sion there. Level 2 advantage will do that to you in Ace Tactics, so it is showing how big this blitz pick can be, but we can see counter coming Reckles, but he's not going to go anything, just going to pick that CS there.
That's exactly what you want out of that. Like, you need to be able to land those hooks, make them burn those summoners, because now they know there's a 5-minute window. Sion does not have that flash, and Inferno used that heal. Oh,
this
Lord!
One again, Flame Trap is going to be, he has no flash, so Exhaust is going to come out. He's going to be polymorph here. 2 more autos, 1 more heal is going to be his, but he's under tower!
Oh!
He's going to get the kill there! Ace is going to be able to eat onto the minion, they're not going to be able to find it. Oh my goodness! Sion's gonna be able to live through that one, barely though.
Oh, that hurts.
Going out to Chili here. Chili's gonna see if he can't get something onto Lexo here, but not gonna be able to find anything. And the over aggressiveness of Fub Defy is not paid off. He's going to fall down, and that is not what you want to find at all.
No, they did everything right there for the first 2 minutes, but damn, that's gotta hurt. Especially because they burned their heal and everything, and the ignite, or not, the ignite was already gone, but they burned that heal. Here we go with Skarner.
Chili here. It's gonna be gone on the Graves. He's gonna be here. The sun's gonna come out into Chili here. It's gonna be level 4 on both mid laners, and they're gonna be able to get right out of that one. Ignite is going to be from Chili, but Flash is gonna be burned from Lexar.
And you did not want that to happen in that bot lane, because you need to be able to go into the late game with the CS at least even or better, and they're already just drastically behind here by 7.
He's gonna watch out to dodge the hook. Can he do it? No, he not. They're gonna denote this one right over to the fly. He finally gets the kill he wants there. And Inferno D just going a little too greedy onto that one.
Okay, so we've learned nothing from our first game, okay? This is literally just gonna be a battle royale across the map for everybody.
Now, like, oh my goodness, both these teams are not faltering so far. They're gonna be able to pick up a kill with Defy, but Defy's gonna come right back around with Elite and Ace Tactics help with the pull to be able to pick up a kill onto him there. So it is gonna be 1-1 on both ADCs here, and it is gonna be Defy for sight seriously, but that's not gonna. Oh wait, maybe see something from Chuck. It's like Wood Hop is gonna keep up on spine, but Inferno is going to be able to close that gap with the CS with this wave that's crashing now. So CS about almost even down to the bot side. But you look into mid lane, and it is going to be a significant lead for Chili there onto the Rumble. As Zillion not really going to be able to do too much in the early stages of the game. But oh boy, when he does get to those later stages, he's definitely very strong. So definitely going to have to watch out for that, especially with the Runic Prism with level 6. We'll have to see if Luxo is going to be able to find anything with that, though. If he cannot land it, it's not really going to matter.
Yep, I think one of the benefits that we have here is there's no global ultimates here for Shalom Esports, and they only have 1 teleport here on the side with Chuck and that Gnar. So if they can get them to burn it in the later game,
he's gonna get zapped. He's gonna go for the pull here. He's gonna flash pull, but it's gonna be a flash trade coming out. The project is gonna go over. That is not what you want at all if you're the starter. You want the Cloud Drake, and you're not going to be able to get it. Unfortunate there.
Yep, and knowing how Verlaine likes to play, I think everyone, oh, hold on here, let's see what they happen top here. They're going to poke each other and back up. For anyone who knows Verlaine and his style, he really is dragon focused. So not getting that is really going to be a tilter there. We'll see how he responds.
Once he does get 6 here, he's definitely going to be able to respond to some of these lanes really easily. He does not have the flash, sadly. He did have to burn it, but at least they do get Ace Tactics flash, so this bot lane going to be feeling a little more safe because of that. Ace Tactics constantly pressuring. The hook is going to land once again. He's going to have to walk right around this flame His Knight is going to go out, but a lot of damage is going to go on to Fly. He's got to be so careful. Ace Tactics could be the next target here. He's going to be slowing down. Your Devi going to be forced to flash, and Kog'Maw does so much damage, you cannot disrespect it whatsoever, especially with that Lulu pick, and they just do not have enough damage, like I said in the draft, to punish this pick.
Oh man, and unfortunately to Fly there in that fight he couldn't commit. If he had the heal he probably could have there, but he just now is getting it off of that cooldown. Gnar did use the teleport top, so he's not going to be available for any other type of team fight that happens, but it looks like it's going to slow down here for probably the next 5 minutes here. As we go here to kind of take a plate here from the lower dragon.
Gon is looking for something odd to Lexar. He's going to slow down Chili. Lexar just be really careful. He does have the Runic Prism if he does need to use it. I mean, you can't really do anything at that point when you're that slowed and you cannot follow up, plus the Runic Prism, so not much is going to be fine there. Is going to be able to put a little bit of pressure, but no summons are going to be burned as he did not have any to burn in the first place. Lean is not level 6 yet, but he is going to go for this top play. Tucker going to have to be really careful. The Fracture is there. The Fracture is going to be flashed away from, and Vekel's going to be really careful. He's going to have to flash right out of that one, and Counter Strike is coming in. Is going to be Vekel's going to be able to pick up that one. Really ain't going to be able to pick up 6 on that one, and here comes the taxes coming out from Trump Esports. It's level 6 Skarner. You got to pay your taxes, ladies and gentlemen, otherwise you're going to be absolutely screwed into this game.
Yeah, that was great, especially because, you know, for that Gnar. Oh, hold on here to see if Zilean can get dropped.
Nope. Lexar with the slow. Chili can't really follow up that much. You have to be semi-close range with the flamethrower to do what you want, and Zilean can just stay far back, throw the bomb, slow you down with the Time Wander, so it's not really much you can really do there. Chili definitely going to be able to take the favorable trades if he's up close, but besides that, Lexar has good positioning. Not much the Rumble pick is really going to be able to do.
So he does have the electrocute, so getting close, landing his abilities there is going to be able to help that. I gotta ask you though, between Lulu and Zilean, like who do you lean against where you just roll your eyes and say no, please?
I don't know.
To me it's Lulu, but I mean I hate both, honestly. Like I'd rather I can't say I'd rather 50 Teemos, maybe 35. But still, like that's just dangerous, man. Like going against that, trying to all in, getting polymorphs like you had mentioned earlier. She does have the ability to apply a shield as well as the attack speed buff, so it's just absolutely damaging for her. The Zilean as well, I absolutely hate it. Is he really going to be able to go back? Nope. He's going to get canceled there by that Rumble.
Finally get some justice there, gonna cancel Lexar's back.
Right.
Lexar gonna have to stay in lane because of that. Maybe he was just baiting it out possibly, but it's actually gonna be Rifthail actually taken down here already for Rillian, or not Rillian, for Gon. So used to him on the Graves pick. And he is going to maybe look for something into the mid lane here, as Lexar does have to reset here. He does not have to TP, and he's gonna have to be forced to reset now. And we looked at his top pick, Chuck. Ooh, Chuck has to be really careful. That's a lot of damage. Counter Strike is going to land.
He's gone.
Auto! Vekel's going to be able to pick up that one, and that's how strong the Jax can be. Pooh is going to land right onto Rillian here, but you have to be so careful. The Impale is up. The fight can't walk too far, and that's not much damage onto the Skarner. That is the issue in this lane.
Surprised they didn't turn right around here to take the rest of the hits off of that ward. They had the 3-man aggression there. He is going to stay here, and that's good that he does, because Chan...
out on here. Gon is actually going to head towards the bot side here. He's being very patient. They probably know this is a possibility here. They might want to try to force something. Ace Tactics is looking for something on the side here. He does have level 6. He does have the Wild Growth. Plymouth is going to go on to Blitz. Here comes Rillian. He does have a level advantage on Gon. The Pool is going to land right onto Photo Deep into Wild Growth. It's going to be used, and then Impale is going to go on onto Ace Tactics. A really good R is going to silence all 3, but it's not going to matter. Ace Tactics is going to be found very low. Living on 2 is going to be used, but nothing is going to be found. It is nothing for both sides.
I would say that, yeah, but Defly did not need to burn.
Hold on. He's going to land right into Infinity. He's not going to be able to burn down. He's not going to go on to the Skarner here is not going to be able to be burned down either though. Not much damage is going to be found here. Lexar going to be a head down to the mid lane. Going to be feeling really comfortable. Get free CS. Deny more CS over to Chili. Chili's down to Summoner with his Ignite. ASAT is going to have to reset here. But it is going to be maybe Dragon being forced here as Relene is going to be resetting it. Actually, he's not going to reset. He's going to be heading back maybe to check, but it doesn't look like they have any vision here. Don't even know it's maybe a possibility. And it's going to be another Dragon going over to Shalami Esports. Which, definitely, small victories for them. I wouldn't even call it small for a jump as big as that. We maybe see something into the mid lane here. Bomb is going to land, but it's not going to be a stun here, but still a good trade coming out from Lexar since he does have those potions here. But Chili does have the Proto Belt. He needs to get it onto the Zillion, so I would say a very, experimental itemization pick, but could be strong here if he can use it effectively. And once again, Beckles into the top lane, just pulling out Chuck here. And you see, once again, a tactics maybe gonna get pull off, does not land it, sadly, a little bit wide there, but again, Lexar still not falling down here. He's so hard to kill even without the ability to revive with the Chrono Shift, so gonna be really hard to really find anything mid lane.
Reckless does have the phase as well as the Stinger. We do have Skarner maybe getting into a fight here. Nope, they're gonna just say hi to each other and then back off.
Back up, so you're gonna maybe
here comes Blitz.
The bot side here. Chili is on his way. Zap is gonna land. Flash coming out. He's gonna be going on to Infinity. He's gonna be knocked up. Then maybe looking for a trick going to the fly here. It is gonna be Silent Infinity falling down here, and it's gonna be TP coming out from Lexar. That is so late. He's gonna get a double bomb off, and Flash coming out from Chili. A-side is gonna have to try to get a pull off, but they're gonna be able to walk right out of that one because the flight is so low. Chili's so low. Lexar is feeling so confident here. He land a bomb onto Chili here, and he is very low, and Lexar is not done just yet. He does have the flash, so he's not going to be able to land. The bomb is going to be able to, the second one's going to be able to land at the fly, but he's not going to be able to get the stun off. The flyers be so careful. He does have the Chrono Shift up. Reckless does have the TP. They have to be so careful. Bomb is not going to be able to land. Lexar going to have to be able to dodge right at this one. Zap is not going to be able to land. Knock up is not going to be there either. And Lexar, Super Mega Deathlock gets actually used. Even if you saw that in the mini map there, but he's not going to be able to find his target. He's going to try to look for Chili here. Lexar is just so annoying on the Zillion. And he's finally going to take the reset with the trio there, as here comes Inferno D. Then do not want to give any free kills to this Karma, so they're just going to call it quits there and give the win and the victory over to Lexar.
Yeah, if you look at the top lane though, we do have the top and the jungle here for the side of Warhammers, breaking out way ahead here on the CS lead, so that is good for them as far as the go. Oh, hold on here. Oh, look at that damage going out against that Grave.
Living Artillery does not land, but it does not matter. It just shows how potent the Kog'Maw pick is. He does not even have the book yet. Not even without the Lulu there. With their after damage with their abilities, but Ace Tactics might be looking for something here, and Inferno D and Cyan gonna be able to sniff that one out. Gonna go ahead and walk away on that one, as Ace Tactic is so desperate to find these picks. It is 2 kills going over to Defy though, so he's gonna be feeling kind of comfortable with that. He is a little down in CS, so is unfortunate there. It is also 1 kill going over to Chili up onto Lexar here, so definitely going to be feeling really happy, but that one is still a slight gold lead going over to Unbreakable Warhammers, as this Jax is also up 2 kills, which is unfortunate. And oh no, Lexar, please be careful! He can't be standing still there, and he does have the Chrono Shift just in case he will end up using it. He does not have the flash. I don't think he can get out of this one alive. He's going to be burned down. Really good stun's going to come out. Some minute death arc is going to be used, but definitely not what you want to find there. Standing still against a Blitzcrank is not what you want to do.
And that's exactly what I meant in Champ Select there. That's their win condition. Oh, let's see what Snar's able to go. He does get a stun.
And the R is going to come out. Not really going to be fine there, but the R will be back up by the time he gets into Mega Gnar again, so not too much of an issue there. Going to be able to hit Beckles right out of that lane there, and he's going to take a... Jack's going to take a reset there, getting really close to this Triforce here.
Yeah, pretty close. He's already sitting, got a gold. Yeah, he's already got it there.
He had to fly here. Got to walk right out of that when Ace Tactics is on his way. Chili's coming down. Relene is close by. But he's going to be able to call that one off, as Silent Infinity going to walk away. But maybe they're possibly death pushing once again here. Relene is going to notice most likely notice the word there. There's no Blitzcrank is on this team. Does not want to be too greedy on these positions here. We do see Lexar maybe hovering onto the bot side here. They see Rumble into the bot lane. Relene is on his way, so is Lexar. Graves is too, but he's so far away. Looks like nothing is going to be found here once again, as these teams are constantly trying to find play after play, and Chili is going to be able to spot Lexar here. He's going to be able to throw his double E at him. and Michael's gonna get a lot of free damage onto this tower here, but ooh, bomb is actually gonna land. The sun is there. Combo is just gonna make sure he does not. Ooh, gonna land onto Sign that can get out of this one alive. Wild Growth was up, but he's not able to use it because the Sign's there. Infinity is gonna be able to fall down. The Impale is gonna be used, but the Corner Shift is there. Trey's gonna be fractured and stunned, and a really good double bomb is gonna land on Tobacco's in the middle of the air. Really good TP coming out. Ace Tactics on the run. A double kill going over to the Jax, and also a double kill going over to the Skarner. Streamer Scorpion, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not going to be 3 Jakes from Esports. Unbreakable Hammer is probably going to be able to pick this one up. Really good corner shift coming out of Alexa. Not going to use it on to Sign that he's going to save it for his ADC. Really good discipline there. Sign not going to be able to get the Valkyrie off because the side no leaky whatsoever. And looks like they are going to reset, or not reset, but going to go ahead and head over to Redfield here. Shelly is being taken down by the Gnar, but he's going to have to walk right out of that one as they are rotating over. So looks like they
were wondering.
I was confused too. I was like, wait a second, where is Shelly?
No, we're trying to take it on with him.
Dude, he wanted Shelly for himself there. Chuck not gonna be able to hit him. Pook is gonna land once again. Oh no! That's gonna be coming out from God. There's a counter strike is there. Melina is gonna be able to pick up Shelly there, but it might cost him his life. Time Whoop is there, gonna be able to walk right out of that one. But a really good 4-man stun from Chuck will find them all! And it's gonna be Tommy that's gonna be able to find maybe all 4. You believe it's gonna be the next target. Kid Equalize is gonna be there. And Swamp Esports just dismantle Unbreakable Warhammers. They found the kink and the Warhammer itself. They're going to be able to break it down. And there's going to be tower falling down top side. There's going to be 2 towers going to Swami Esports. A really good engagement truck. That's what they needed to find there. And they are able to do it. Oh my goodness. This is a series.
I mean, you do have, the Infinity Edge is built fully. Blitz doesn't have really anything full besides the boost of mobility. Even the Gnar doesn't have much there, so you had to work with his ultimate, but that was just fantastic. The only saving thing out of that whole thing for Warhammers is the fact that Rillian was able to pick up that Eye of the Herald, so he can drop Shelly very soon to pick up probably in that top lane or mid to get some more momentum for them, but very unfortunate. They all just got wiped clean.
Yeah, that was a really good art from Chuck. I mean, oh my goodness. They found the engage I was talking about in the draft. Their engage is with the not impossible blitz hook, and they have been hitting these blitz hooks that not like I said, was able to hit there, was able to find it, and I mean they're playing to the win conditions beautifully.
I do want to point one thing here. Before we kind of get into another fight, we're kind of in a lull right here. The bot lane here could get picked off if Ace Tactics.
Oh my goodness! I was about to say, not again, not the Lulu. Close your eyes, and it's gonna be Infinity trying to go for something here. Reckles is here for Lexar. He could time up Chili to make sure he can stay slow, keep in range. Bomb is going to land, but it looks like he is out of range for the second one here.
I will say, out of the 10 kills that they have, Ace Tactics has been a part of 9 of them, right? So, just absolutely insane here for his kill participation.
What an insane support here. He has been definitely an ace this game with his hooks, so.
Say he's been sorry, I'm not going to make a silly pun, but I do want to point out something really quickly here. The vision control is absolutely atrocious here for the side of the Warhammers. You look at Blitzcrank, he's already sitting there with the vision score of 35, 43 for Gnar at the top, and you can see why. They're getting their control wards out. Let's see if Ace Tactical can pick something up here.
Trying to go for a dive here. They're going to be able to let him. Wow. Is there, but it's not going to be enough. They're just going to be able to beat him down. And this is just over for Warhammers. They're going to fall once again. 2 Mega Deathhawker is going to be able to be used again, but going to miss again. And oh my goodness. Unbreakable Warhammers just can't find what they need. They got to dodge these hooks. They got to make sure they don't stack up onto each other. And you just can't stand still in these fights. You can't play it slow. You gotta be proactive. You gotta be moving around. You gotta make sure you do not get hit by these hooks. Maybe Lily could be landed by it. Lexar could be landed by it. But you're not at the stage of the game where you could just keep Inferno D alive, and he did not have flash either. So you gotta make sure you get enough of those items so your heals, or not your shields are strong. Your Wild Growth is able to keep him alive on top of that. And maybe the flash from Inferno D, but not much is really gonna be found there, as sadly Inferno D does get hooked and is instantly deleted even through the Wild Growth.
and vision. Like, I'm sorry guys, but look, they just dropped a control ward on that blue buff there on the top side for them. So they do have a little bit there. That other one's been there for a while there, down towards their alcove. But just all across the map, they cannot see anything at all. Yet you look at the control wards and the ward placement that they have there for Shalom Esports, and they are just very comfortable being able to walk through knowing what they're about to go into. And then, here we go, 13 seconds here.
Have TP up, it looks like he might greed for it, maybe not go for it. There is a deep ward for Unbreakable Warhammers into that back line there. He could try to go for that if he wanted to. Sion is taking quite a bit of damage there, and Perry's going to go onto the null here. They got to take out this engage as much as possible. He is going to fall equalize, he's going to be there. It is going to be on to Lexa that he's going to use going to trip onto himself by himself. Lex was trying to zone out the rest of the team here. Just to flash right to that one. Oh my goodness! Super Mega Death Pocket collateral damage combo! Motherfucker says he's gonna have to try to do as much as he can here. He's trying to carry the fight. Can he do it? Maybe he can. He's gonna go on to God. He's healing so much. Can he do this? He's gonna go. Quad kill on to Echoes. Oh my goodness. What is this game?
Oh, that was absolutely crazy, and it just hurts because you saw how awesome those rockets came out there from the fly, as well as the ultimate there from Gone with the freaking Graves bullet time thing, and that was just amazing. But Rudolph the Reindeer was able to put out some damage here. Lexar, he did use his ultimate on himself, but he didn't even drop. He was able to back away and then come back to apply some more pressure. Man, this Jax, the heals alone that have got to be coming from that Conqueror have got to be absolutely insane on him.
Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. He showed up so big that fight. That's absolutely insane. Lexa, if he did not land that double bomb, I'm pretty sure Gon does pick up the kill there. I don't think he can get Lexa. He's too far. He has the time warp to make sure he can stay alive, but oh my goodness, that won them the fight, that won them the right to the Drakes. The Drakes are now tied up. This is Mountain Soul. If they can get these next two Drakes, that is so much armor and magic that you're getting for your team onto a team that's already finding it hard to have inconsistent engages. They have to be really careful here to recall is going to be coming out from both Inferno D and Sanya. They have to try the best to get out of this one. I think Inferno D did it way too late, and he's actually going to fall because that Ace Tactics actually picks up that one, unfortunately, but at least Sion does end up getting out of that one. So maybe if he recalled with the support, he get out of that one. At least it's only a 1 kill. It does go to the support there, so not as well unbreakable Warhammers, but they got to read these roam timers faster. They cannot just have this keep on happening. They could be looking for something here, but it's just going to pull a minion in. I'm glad Ace Tactics are looking for these hooks. He's trying to be as productive as possible. Their bomb is going to land. Doing a lot of damage onto Chuck. He's going to taking about below half HP there. And it looks like he's going to go in. He's going to jump right into Chili. Chili is going to be impaled right back into an enemy. So Mega Death Rocket is going to be blocked there. Really going to be able to pick up that one. Lekos is not done. He's going to use the counter attack, but he's too slow. Block out of that one is going to be a counter attack. Success coming out from Big Warhammers there. And oh my goodness, Veklo is just, I love it. He's not afraid to go for these plays. He's forcing his team to go for these plays, and they're not afraid to do it, and I love seeing that so much.
Yeah, being able to go in knowing that you do have the backup of that Zillion as well as the ultimate from Sion as well from the Lulu. He is able to go in and try to get just as many people as he can off of a stun, and then they just light them up. However, I do think, you know, Warhammers are making a little bit too many mistakes here when it comes to getting picked out. Just like we saw in that first game, they're getting kind of complacent, they're kind of standing to the wayside, just as we saw with Lexar getting picked by standing still mid. We do have Graves coming down bot.
I think he did spot out Vekos here. I think they do know something is up there, so Gon gonna make sure he does not walk too close there. Gonna see him Burst, gonna be able to snuff him out with the Spidey Sense with Oracle's Extract, and nothing's really gonna happen there.
And I am happy to see that Sion has actually sold off the ward, or the trinket, so that he can actually get the Oracle Lens, so that is good. He'll be able to utilize that a lot more. Overall though, yeah, they need to clean up their mistakes. This is just getting a little too crazy and a little too long here in the game here as we look towards a Baron fight possibly.
If they finally are going to be able to spot up that one fast enough there, so Valina is going to be able to survive because of that. They still have to be careful. It is still a blitz. Cannot get hooked. If he do not get hooked, he's pretty much a useless champion unless he can break shields and get a really good R off. Besides that, blitz is all independent of his Q there, so if he cannot land a hook, not much is really used there. That was maybe looking for something with the time warp that he's going to be able to fight Chili Chase, going to be forced to flash. And it's small things like that that Unbreakable Warhammers need, especially coming up with the objective fight for Soul Point in about 1 minute.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see here. We do have, okay, he just finished off. We've got, the Ronduin's Omen is now finished here, for Gnar. He is gonna be able to apply that slow, which, if he can get in on the people after he does that bounce, that slow is absolutely ridiculous and kind of scary when it just comes all of a sudden. So that's gonna be great in those team fights. So a little bit of Zillion's own medicine here. We do have 40 seconds here on the Drake.
Yep, this Drake is going to be really big. They do not want to give another mountain to Unbreakable Warhammers. Unbreakable Warhammers do not want to give Soul Point either to Shalom Esports. So they're definitely have to try the best to win this one. They've done so good into these team fights here, but they got to be so careful. Reckles is on the top side. He does have to be if he actually needs to. They have to be careful to be caught out. Rulin can be pulled. I feel like he can live it if he wants to with the Rago plus Coda Shift. They're going to use Living Artillery. Going to be able to spot out Gone there. Really good presence of mind there. Ace not to be careful. Ooh. Really close. Really not going to be able to get pulled on that one. Here comes Chucky. He's going to try to. He teleported Mega Gnar. So that means he tried to go for the R. It missed. And now he's in Little Gnar. He's in Little Baby Gnar. He does not have the engage anymore. Up the Ace and it's going to be a double bomb coming out there. They're going to be able to win. But actually get stopped by the Flame Drop with some anti-synergy there. They're going to go ahead and start up the Drake here. They do not have the Mega Gnar here. He is so low. You just have to be careful, but they're going to be able to pull out Vekos here. You have to be really careful. They got to try to get the corner shift there. It's going to be a flash over. Gon is going to be really good. He's going to have to go in. Smite is not going to be able to land for Gon. They're going to be able to pick it up and pick up him. He's got to get out of town here. He's going to be able to land a double bomb here. Sign is not just done yet. He's going to be able to impale right onto the bubble here. He's going to be polymorphed there, and he has to be really careful. They're going to be able to land it onto Vekos there, but he's going to be counter striking. He's going to be countering again. Come here from the Warhammers. That's going to be the next target. Corner shift is going to be able to get right of that one. Flash coming up with the fly gun. I think they hard to could come again. Lead is not done. Fracture is up if he needs to use it. Here comes DLP once again. Double bomb. And this moment is going to be able to land. It's going to be Lead pick up a kill on that one, but the TP coming up from Vector is going to be able to get a kill right onto the fly here. And it's going to be an ace coming up from Big Warhammers here. And this could be an Inhibitor plus a Baron.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to back off though and go directly for that. They do have the damage output to be able to put up with this. I do like though the commitment of leaping Reckless down bot to be, or down mid to be able to make that push there. He absolutely should be able to pick that inhibitor up. Timers are just way too long at this point in the game.
Yeah, he's going to be able to pick that one up. Those are going to be able to get paired roughly about the same time there. Vekos coming up so big for his team here, and the Jax pick. Oh, wait, maybe? Could be looking for something here. He's going to get a counter-strike off. He's not going to be able to find a stun. He might actually fall down here and maybe get a trade kill. Oh my goodness! So look at that fucking second. He's going to pop here. He's trying to heal, but it's not enough. Oh my goodness! He may give 1,000 gold over to the Gnar, but he finds a trade kill in return. It is still going to be 4v4 on the map, so it's going to be really hard for Shalom Esports to find really anything with that. At least find something. He also finds the inhib. It is still going to be the Baron battle play going over the Warhammers. They're still wearing purple. And oh my goodness, this Jax is strong.
Yeah, he is insane. He just also finished the Guardian Angel. So obviously in that last fight he did not have that, but had he, I think he would have been able to come up and land a couple more stuns and proc that heal even more. So really good there on the purchases when he went back. He does have the ability to heal with that Wit's End as well. Obviously the Steric Gauge has kept him alive and so much of his all-in potential. I really feel like just with the lack of the vision control that we see here from Warhammers, Shalom Esports is not punishing that at all, unfortunately. They need to kind of turn this around here. They're letting the game get way too away from them.
The lane does have to flash, by the way. I do want you to pay attention to that. No one has QSS besides Defy here, but Defy hasn't even been a target a single time. It has always been Chuck. It has always been Gone. It has always been Chili. It has been these, you know, other targets that are really needed for the fights. Yes, Defy is strong. Yes, he does have the line, but they're going for something here. The sun is not going to land there. Chuck tried his best, but not going to be in front of Equalizer's speed. But again, once again, it's not even on the ADC. It's on the top laner. Bruno D on a killing spree there. And he tried his best, but he did end up falling here. Chuck not gonna be able to find the stun there. He's not gonna be able to find what he wants there. Relene does use the flash plus impale, but you would take that any day, taking out the top laner. Vekko's on the top side here. It is still a Baron foul play for another minute or so here. You're gonna be able to take this tower here. Defy trying to do as much damage as possible. He does have the IE plus rune-ons here. He does have the cloak of agility. He is sitting about 70% crit strike. So if he can get these crits off, get this damage off, it is a possibility. It looks like Jax is gonna go on to Ganya.
He's gone.
Get the hell out of here, but he's just gonna fall down in this one. But it's being pulled in here. He's gonna get counter shift plus wild growth here, but he has to be so careful here. What are you guys doing?
Guys.
It's going over, and it's gonna be a quad to come to the fight. No, it will not. It is gonna be able to be stolen from Chili there. He is end up going to fall himself, but his Vekko's by himself on to these towers here. He's gonna go on to him, and oh my goodness, the Jax is 1v9. Gonna be able to pick up that one. He still does have the GA. He's gonna go on to Ace-Hatch. Ace-Hatch is gonna be forced to punch on this one. He's gonna be used here. Magnolia gonna be coming up in a few seconds. He's gonna try to get the stun on Vekko's. Here comes plus the stun here, but the contract is gonna be off. He couldn't get both of them. He's gonna go on Ace-Hatch right back onto Chuck here. 1-2 punch, 3
Oh my
bam!
god.
Gonna be able to be beaten down by a lamp here. There's gonna be GG Vekko's 1v9 carry on the Jax.
Okay. I mean, you can't really be upset then that they just entered bot lane, right? I mean, maybe that was the plan all along. But yeah, that did not look pretty until Jax was able to just all of a sudden be at the enemy inhibitor. That team comp, as we pointed out from the beginning there, that was just absolutely insane. They won it at the draft. There were some really good pickoffs from Ace Tactics. We did see Chuck have a really amazing Gnar ult towards the top lane there with a 4-man stun into the wall. But none of that was enough. You just look at just all the CC potential that the Warhammers have. Just absolutely insane. Really good job on their end. And damn, just this is a great series. I really, really hope Shalom Esports is able to pick up a game or two here to make this a good competitive thing, because I like the Warhammers, but I would like them to earn it a bit. I don't think a complete stomp is nice. I want them to lose and kind of see how they respond to that. But we'll see what happens next game. Really good one so far.
Yeah, I mean that was just, I mean, definitely a lot more of a stomp than the first game. I mean, it looked like Shalom Esports were going to be able to do quite a bit of what they wanted to do. Ace Tactics being able to land those pulls and then chucking that really good 4-man R, finding almost every member besides one that wasn't even in the fight. I mean, it was looking good. It was really looking good. But then you go back to Flashback Sheep. Look at their comp. Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, they get a lead. What do they do with it? I mean, it's really hard to really do much here. There's just so much mobility, so much sustainability, so much disengage and re-engage for Unbreakable Warhammers here. And they played beautifully. They really did play beautifully here, and they played exactly like they needed to when it came to their playstyle. Again, with every time they wear purple, it gets taken away from them, as it's always that bot tower. It is always that bot inhib tower that they always almost throw the game, as it is a triple kill, almost a quad stolen away from Chili there for Defy there. I mean, almost showing up big day, but it doesn't matter when you're going up against like a 13, 12, and 2 Jax that is just perma pushing top lane. But it was that was a hell of a game. So you have any final words for that, Woodward Real Bill? Because whew.
I will say, it's just, I mean, I don't know if they're listening or not, and I'm not a coach or anything, but I just think Shalom Esports need to take a deep breath. And the game that they've been playing has been actually not bad. It's just they need to do a better comp overall to get into the team fights. Because as you said, like, no matter how ahead they are, they don't have the engage. They have nothing besides Ace Tactics, and you can't just rely on him to be able to make a play there. It just doesn't make any sense, and it's not fair to him to have to make all those plays. So I would just maybe do a much more rounded comp, and then just play your game. You have to utilize and take advantage of the mistakes that the Warhammers are making. They are making mistakes that you can absolutely punish. So hopefully they can go ahead and clean some of that up, get a win or two here, and we can make this a real series. But great job so far for the Warhammers. Even with those mistakes, you guys are absolutely destroying. So yeah, let's see what happens here with Game 3.
Yep. Gonna go ahead and send it over to Griff on Analyst S to break down that that monster of a game. GG's to both Shalom Esports and Unbreakable Warhammers. We still have one more game in the series. Hopefully, Shalom Esports can make it and contest and bring us the game for it, even a possible Silver Scrapes Game 5. But until then, send it over to Griffin Analyst Desk.
Holy moly, guys. What a freaking game. And I thought Schlam was going to be taking this one. We saw some crazy stuff coming out of them. Chuck. What the Chuck was that? The 4-man Gnar ult into that top side of right underneath the tri-bush there. Oh my god. I was on the edge of my chair. I was screaming. My casters are so lucky that I'm muting myself right now and trying to remember to do that, or else their eardrums would be completely decimated. But in the end, it's the Warhammers that come out and win it. And I love Reckless. Oh my god! The Jax was insane. He turned this around. Once he had those items, he became that champion that could not be taken down. And my goodness, it was so crazy to watch that go down. But super close game again, but still the same result after first game. Warhammers clutch it in the end. One thing I do want to bring attention to, because like I was talking about with Bartowski last night in the LRS Draft League about the Vision game, and it's unfortunate right now that Ace Tactics isn't on this winning team right now, but the Vision game between these supports has been astronomical. I'm just looking at the amount of control wards purchased just even in this past game. 10-3 for Ace and Cyan. Vision score of 66-25. Red said it here before too. Schlam needs to start punishing Warhammers for their lack of vision. It happened to Cyan many times in that first game, but they need to step up and keep making use of those mistakes that the Warhammers, those little windows, those little opportunities that the Warhammers are giving them. But you know, in an amateur league, we might not see teams, really highly contesting vision as we might see with our higher ones. So I would like to see Schlam punishing for that, or I would like to see Warhammer stepping up and really playing into that vision game, because yeah, it might be working tonight. Yeah, you might be getting away with it tonight against Slam, but once you move up through these playoff brackets, you're going to run into a team like the Tigers who will punish every single little freaking mistake that you make. So that's what I want to see from both these teams. I do want to see more than just 3 games tonight, but we still have at least one more for you guys. Warhammer's currently 2 up over Slam. This is a best of 5. They are sitting at that match point right now. We'll see if Warhammers can clutch it in 3, or if Slam decide they want to go for that reverse sweep. Guys, player of the game poll is going to be going live right about right about now. So that is live right now. You can start getting those votes in for who you think deserves player of the game. We are going to go to a short break, and when we get back, we'll be getting to that game 3. But while we're gone, make sure to keep on voting and make sure to keep hanging around for those ads, because it supports all of us here at Legends Esports. Well, guys, I'll see you in a few. Don't go anywhere. Go grab your snacks. Go to the washroom. Do whatever you got to do to get ready for this next one, because it's going to be absolutely freaking insane. We'll see you soon. Okay, welcome back, friends. We are about to get into our third game of this best of 5 series. Currently, it's Warhammer sitting up 2-0 right now over Schlam Esports, and it has been a spicy series so far. Just so close in the head-to-head if you're going to be looking at these matchups, but right now it has been absolute insanity, back and forth. Bloodbath is crazy fights, just people getting out with a fraction, a sliver of their health bars. It has been so much fun to watch. But right now, it is War that sits at that match point, excuse me. So we'll see if Schlam is able to pull it back and go for that reverse sweep. But all it takes right now is War to get one more win to win the series and move on. As of now, though, before we move over to our caster bench and see that pick and ban, we got to announce our player in the game, and that is none other than Cyan 007 going 06 and 13 on that Lulu. So lots of big alts to offer to his team. But like I said before the break, Cyan, get on those wards, buddy. Control wards, you got to buy us a little bit more. But either way, when you have a massive Jax flying at your face at Mach 5, like, there's not much you can do about it. The polymorphs are fantastic to add to a team, so congratulations, Cyan, and congratulations, Warhammer. But without any further ado, we're flipping on over to the caster desk. Actually, there is a little further ado. For predictions, guys, those are going to be open again once teams are locked in on the client. Make sure to double check your predictions went through by using the command myplay, all one word with an exclamation mark at the front. If you don't check and your prediction isn't confirmed, it might not go through and you might not be registered in it. So always double check. Sometimes the bot goes a little funky when everybody's doing it. Anyways, guys, now I'm going to pass it on over back to Red Wheelbarrow and Awesome Sheep, and they're going to take us away for game number 3.
Thank you once again, Griff. And oh boy, these games are just looking spicy. Spicy. None of these teams are really relenting whatsoever. I mean, yes, Unbreakable Warhammers have won both games, but I mean, it's not like Schlam Esports just laid down and died. They have had some really good contention in both of these games here, and they still have a very big possibility of turning the series around in general and reverse sweeping. I mean, I don't think it's an impossible idea, but Unbreakable Warhammers have shown that they are very strong. They have shown that their team fighting is really good. So we'll have to see what is going to happen here. But I will say, with this draft, I want Schlam Esports to draft engage. I want them to draft engage, have scaling. I want them to try to how would I say it? Like, not match Unbreakable Warhammers per se with their playstyle, but more or less don't give Unbreakable Warhammers their comfort playstyle and then just try to counter it. If you're not comfortable with it, I would say try to put a little bit of a more of a spin-off into your draft here, because obviously what you were doing is not really working at the current moment. So you need to do something about their hard engage, about their team fight ability, and you need to be drafting around that instead of maybe just trying to draft your own ways of answering. So we'll have to see what Schlam Esports is going to do this game, but it is going to be Unbreakable Warhammers on the blue side, so they do have prior pick.
Yeah, they do have prior pick. I am interested to see if they just go strictly with that ADC or if they try to get a commit top. But I imagine if they don't go for that Kog'Maw, it's definitely going to be banned out in the first round.
Lilia.
You have a Lilia.
Oh my goodness.
That's definitely running there. I don't think that's going to be a flex at all for like a top lane or mid. Verlaine does like to play that. Her speed to get around the map is absolutely insane. Her ult makes me palm my head against the table every time. So that is a really good blind pick.
Yeah, I mean, if you can just go for these hard engaged team fights, Lilia can be very strong. She has the ability to kite out. She has the ability to engage if she needs to, because she is so fast. But it is going to be the Shen coming out from Schlam Esports, a very potent and lethal top laner that has been going around in the meta right now. So we'll have to see. I mean, honestly, I really want to see this. I want to see Chuck on the Shen. I want to see Gon on the Hecarim. Please, that is such a good matchup to Lilia. Hecarim just absolutely dumpsters Lilia. Shin Hecarim is just a good combination in general. It goes what I was talking about earlier. It's a lot easier to match Warhammers. It's a lot easier to play that aggressive playstyle that Shalom has, but it also gives you the answerability that you need against Unbreakable Warhammer. So I want to see the Hecarim here. It would be so good into the Lilia. It'd be really good with the Shin here. But it is going to be the Echo coming out here. I mean, depending on where that goes, could be going jungle or mid lane, as Echo can be very lethal and potent on both of them. We'll have to see how the later draft goes, but Echo also really good with the Shin here, can set up really well with the Parallel Convergence plus the Chrono Break there, so definitely not a horrible pick either. Was hoping for the Hecarim, but did not sadly get it. But Unbreakable Warhammer's going to see what they want to really pick into this here.
Yeah, I'm going to say that Hecarim does give you everything you were asking for as far as that all-in engage. If he picks up this Jax, oh my god, okay. So, I mean, in my opinion, he absolutely was the player of the game. That was just absolutely insane. He was winning 1v2, 1v3s. He ended the game there, even though that Jinx was really trying hard to put a stop to everything. I like that. We'll see how the rest of the comp plays out for Shalom Esports, but they still need that engager. Echo, with his shield, he still needs to be able to get into that bubble to be able to proc any type of slow. So I don't really see him. Oh man, okay. This is just getting ugly right now. Especially with the fact that, you know, she can stun you and put you to sleep. As soon as you wake up, Zillion knocks you out. Like, it's just not pretty. We'll see here what this rounds out to be. Oh man.
I mean, if MF is viable based on the rest of the comp that Shalom Esports picks here, I would love the MF for Inferno D. MF with Lilia so strong, Lilia sleeps, MF counts as a DOT, which is very interesting.
Wow.
And can actually not stop, break off the sleep, but it is going to be the Lulu command from Shalom Esports, making sure that Sion does not get that once again. So, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that you are forced to pick the support here just so you can ban out more supports and not have to ban out the Lulu. It is unfortunate, so that does give Sion and Inferno D a lot of counter.
There you go.
And Kog'Maw is also ban out here. That is just absolutely hilarious. Like, Inferno D and Sion just having so much pressure into this boss side. They just want to try their best to really win it out here, and they're gonna go ahead and ban out the Caitlyn here and making sure that they do have the next pick after the second ban phase, so they're not going to give that very strong pick here. Ashe is still open if they do want to go for that there. It will set up the engage they need, but really
I think there should be a Senna ban, in my opinion, just based on the comp that they have. I don't know if I don't know if Warhammer's pick up and play that often, but this Senna with that comp would actually work very well compared with the Zillion. And combined obviously with the sleep and the stuns from Jax. So I'd expect that. Oh, okay, wow, we do have a targeted ban against Sion again. So, two things taken away there. We do have the Lulu taken away as well as the Braum. So it is going to force him on, you know, maybe a second tier champion, but there's no way he doesn't have, you know, better use there. And we do have the Ezreal banned out as well.
There is a will that they pick mid here and just give counter to the ADC on to fly. I mean, it's actually is a possibility here just due to the fact that the Zillion was picked, and unless that is a Zillion support, which I don't know if Sion plays it, I really don't, but looks like the Vayne is going to come out here. Oh my goodness, double lift, is that you? That is a very experimental pick here, and
I like it with the Lulu though. I mean,
I do like it with the Lulu. I definitely do like the Lulu. It gives you hyper carry potential, but you're blinding the Vayne. That is one of the few ADCs you never ever want to blind. There's so many counter pick options. Yes, the Caitlyn is banned, but there's still so many other options that can just make Vayne just useless. That just, you know, gives the sustainability, the kite ability that, you know, even with the Lulu, with the Vayne here, as long as you play safe, as long as you are, you know, not trying to take too aggressive trades and just play around your jungle. And Varus is actually, I would say, one of them. You get the Chain of Corruption off, immediately stops the engage from the Vayne, and you have the safe playability with your Q farm, and you have the E to stop healing, any type of healing that's happening with Bork or with heal summoner spell there. So plus if the Lulu goes Athene's there, that cuts off the healing by 40% too. So I do love the Varus pick here. It gives you actually some engage with the Varus Chain of Corruption, and they could still draft engage here for Scion here. And if they really wanted to, they could go for an Enchanter. I definitely do think a beefy front line here is definitely what they do want to go here. I feel like maybe they should have enough damage here, but they are going to go ahead and go for the Morgana, which I actually do end up liking also. If you are going to go for Enchanter, that is definitely the one I do want to see. You have no polymorph. You have so much disengage against the Vayne. The Vayne gets caught by the Dark Binding, you get caught by the Chain of Corruption. That's so much damage going out on you, even through the Lulu. And Varus' base.
Is it possible that this Vayne is top?
That is, it could be, but you do have the Shin.
Because I would go Ashe. I would go Ashe.
River, Shin, Echo mid, and then Vayne top. It is a possibility here.
I would go Ashe. Oh, okay. Nope, we're not gonna get that.
That is going to be That's going to be Shin top, Echo jungle, Anivia mid, and then it's going to be Vayne, Lulu bot lane. And the Anivia, I mean, this comp, I would say from Shalom Esports, definitely is a lot better than the last comp.
It's a lot better.
They have the engage, they have the ability to play around Unbreakable Warhammers. Unbreakable Warhammers, I do actually see struggling into this matchup a lot more. And this could be the game that Shalom Esports wins.
Yeah, it absolutely could be. I really do like this. I'm not too onto the Vayne. It's just the fact that the Vayne does need to get into that late game to be able to get that attack speed off, be able to get those wall stuns and make a difference there. So I would have liked to have seen possibly an Ashe or even maybe a Jhin, but with that Lulu pick, obviously you do have to go someone that does go with that hyper carry. So, I mean, overall, not too bad, but it is a much better draft this time around. You do have the Anivia wall that can really segment off and allow you to get some really good clean fights. You have the ability, you have taunts, polymorphs, you've got everything you need for the right kind of team fight that you're looking for. I am looking, as Garth had pointed out as well, I am looking for the Warhammer to clean up their vision a little bit, because no matter how you spin it, this Lulu here, for the side of Shalom Esports, especially even their top laner, they absolutely destroy in the vision count. So I hope Warhammers can pick that up and then take this off for a win, but I think just from a draft perspective, I really like Shalom Esports here. I'm not as confident as I was in the first two games that Warhammers were winning just off of the draft at least.
Shalom Esports definitely has a lot more answers. The Lilia is very strong and can be very potent, but you have the Shin with the taunt, you have the Lulu with the polymorph, you had the Condemn from Vayne, you can stop her going for these Qs and trying to get as much of her Sleeping Lullaby as possible. You just gotta watch out for the constant swirl seeds that come out. You cannot have that poke you down for a all-in coming out from the Jax here. There is so much ability to, you know, like you could throw the Black Shield on Jax, you could throw the Chrono Shift on Jax, you could throw the Time Warp on Jax. He'll be fast, he'll be unable to get CC'd, and even if he dies, he comes back alive. You have the Varus, which into the Vayne matchup, if he can play it right, plays safe, Vayne's not really going to be able to do much. As long as you land the Chain of Corruption, or if Scion can land the Dark Binding, Vayne immediately gets stopped. You have to get Mikhail's, you have to get Clint's, or you have to get QSS. And that is just more tax is like tax going on to Shalom Esports here. The Zillion is also just very annoying to deal with in any stage of the game once he hits level 6 here with the Chrono Shift. And if it does go late enough, the double bomb damage plus the stun is so big here. But we'll have to see how this game's going out. I am more confident in Shalom Esports in terms of the draft, but Warhammers has so much CC, and that is definitely not what Vayne wants to go into. Especially for the Echo into the Anivia. It really does throw a wrench into the comp, but we'll have to see how this game is going to go here as Lulu is going to be locked in. 3-minute Speculator is going to start. And, I mean, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, we do have predictions open here, so everyone please make sure you get in to place your vote. I did not get any a decent return back on my investment, so I'm kind of sad about that. I'll have to talk to the pit boss about that. But I just believe overall, like when you look at this, Vayne is just destroyed. Like this is a protect Vayne at all costs comp, and I just don't know how they do that, especially if Lilia can put team members to sleep and allow Jax to get into that backline, Vayne is deleted. Okay, like is he gonna build Warmogs and health? Hell no. Like I don't understand what happened here with that pick. I they were really stuck, honestly, because of that Kog'Maw ban, because of the Twitch ban. You go ahead and you pick a Lulu before you commit to that bot lane Vayne. So just very unfortunate there.
Yeah, definitely very unfortunate that he kind of put him. Xiaomi Esports put themselves in a position to have to play a carry because they picked Lulu. And if you don't play a carry with Lulu, Lulu's kind of like not useless, but you're losing a lot of value on what the champion is what they're meant to be for. So definitely put himself in a weird situation. Does force the Vayne pick. You could have gone Ashe. You could have gone Jinx, which is another hyper carry in the later stages of the game there, and that probably not even probably. I feel like that would have been 100 times better. But we'll have to see how this game is gonna go out. I mean, Unbreakable Warriors have done it twice so far. They only need to do it one more time to take the game away and just I would say a pretty big upset. Xiaomi Esports was looking very strong in regular season, and Unbreakable Warhammers, although they did have a really convincing wins, there was a lot of times where they just faltered, like one early game and then they just faltered in the later stages because of the mistakes we're seeing now, but they were just a lot more prominent in the regular season. They have cleaned it up here, but I would say Unbreakable Warhammers doing something I would say wasn't expecting them to do.
Yeah. This is. I'm trying to think just team fight wise how it plays out here, and there have been things that have surprised me. Like in that last game 2 that we saw, that Gnar did absolutely have that ability there to get really good picks with his ultimate there. Someone did clip out his 4-man ultimate stun that he had. That was fantastic, but just I don't see where that comes into play here unless you can get pickoffs with that Echo and that Shen away from the rest of the team, so that when you do go to engage, you're already up a man or two. That is where I think Vayne would benefit highly, because you got to figure out a way to get rid of some of the CC. And you do have that with the Anivia a bit, but I think you really need to just delete this Jax or this Zillion or this Lilia. Like, they have CC for days. You need to figure out a way to get rid of one of them before you're engaging in a 5v4 team fight, so that Vayne has room to work with.
Now, this Vayne definitely will need one room to work with. Also, another issue about the composition from Xiaomi Esports, they really don't have as much engage. I mean, the Shen Shadow Dash, yes, you have that. The phase dive from Echo.
Heckra, man.
But they do not have as much as they really need to engage here. So we'll have to see how that is going to go here. But as the spectator lane is going to get down here, we're going to go ahead and head over into the break and get into this loading screen here, and see you guys back in a bit.
Oh, you know how to read.
and gentlemen, Unbreakable Warhammers versus Schlop Esports. Unbreakable Warhammers currently on the blue side, Schlop Esports onto the red side. Unbreakable Warhammers currently up 2-0 in the best of 5 series, and they are looking to bite the jugular here. They're looking to end this game. Oh, not this game, but the series. And they are looking to do it in fashion here. A little bit of a technical difficulties as we were loading in here, so we're going to be starting a little bit later than usual, but nothing was missed. I assure you, we're going to be starting right fast into this one as objectives already. Objectives are going to already be spawning here for both junglers here, and it is going to be the Echo onto the top side red. So they're going to be able to probably spot that one out pretty easily with Jack seeing that Shin is coming in pretty late here. So see how Melina is going to be playing on this, and already Rekkel is going to be playing very aggressively there. And it looks like it's going to be a level 2 gank here into the top side here, and let's see if Rekkel can get out this one. It is no Shadow Dash on Chuck here. He's only level 1. He does not have level 2 yet. The counter strike is going to be up. He's trying to get stunned. Stun is only going to go on Chuck here. They do not have the ability to chase him down.
I don't understand that at all.
Not even needing to flash, not even taking that much damage either. So definitely Rekkel's going to be feeling really happy about that one.
All that did is hurt Echo.
And he's gonna have to walk towards his Raptors or towards his blue if he wants. It looks like he's gonna go ahead and do the Raptors here. And big issue here. He started phase dive level 2. He's going on Raptors. That means he has no Q. He's gonna clear that so slow. So definitely not what you want to see whatsoever there. And it looks like Shadow Dash actually is gonna land on Rekkel. He's actually gonna take a tower shot. Gonna be able to counter strike that out of there, but it's still gonna be the grass block picking up for Chuck there. And Rekkel is still feeling really fine in this one. He does have Time Whip Tonic. He's just gonna be able to heal that one up, no issues whatsoever. He also does have the biscuits.
He is out CSing hard.
Yep, Chuck gonna go in, and that's pretty much what Shin does. He goes in, gets the trade, throws his Spirit Refuge out, make sure no damage can go off there. When it comes to the later stage of the game where Jax is able to just tank that up without any issues, get the counter strike out, and maybe in the middle of your Spirit Refuge, you're also not taking damage, but his stuns yours doesn't. So just see how Rekkel is going to continue to play this layout, but with his over aggressive playstyle, I'm guessing he'll find something eventually. Looks like Sound Inferno gonna have to be really careful here. Lexar is on his way. Chili does have the egg up. They're trying to pick the scuttle up here, and it looks like On is just gonna go ahead and get it over. He is gonna get double scuttled by Valine here. And oh my god, again!
Wow.
Under tower there with the Shadow Dash. Rekkel's not having a good time into this lane so far here. The first time I've seen him struggle.
I mean, he is ahead well on the CS, you
Yeah,
know,
he
so he does
have
have that.
CS lead.
He does have that.
Type of Tonic too, so definitely not that big of a deal though. But definitely starting to watch God's bleed here, as I would call it here, as he's gonna go on to Chuck here, and he just said, "Screw you, sheep! I am still just fine." As he wins that trade.
Yeah, he heard you. He did not like
Yeah,
that.
look
Oh, wow.
at that, Reckles. Man, this guy, he's just proving me wrong.
Nippy, I got stunned.
And Sun is gonna go off here, but Chili still, I would say taking the good trade out of that one, but he's still pretty low here. Short Shadow Dash is gonna be used. Michael's gonna take Tower Shot, but still gonna be able to get more damage off that. Dark Binding gonna land at the fly. Not much damage is gonna go off here. Beckles is trying to maybe go for his kill. Oh my goodness! Flash off from Chuck there, and that is a solo kill for the Jack's top. And this is like game 2 all over again.
Oh man, yeah. Unfortunately, he was not able to utilize any type of taunt there. That would have been actually amazing because he would have been dead. But yeah, very unfortunate. And he does not even have to worry about losing any of that CS. But he does blow a teleport to come back, so he can kind of farm up a bit. But he's already 20 down.
He's gonna be able to take down Chili here. The egg is gonna be popped. That's a 5-minute cooldown. Chili maybe being a little too greedy there. He does not fall, fortunately. But he does have the A. That is a 5-minute cooldown. He won't have that for the next fight, so he basically has no passive whatsoever here. We're definitely really careful. The speed up is coming out. Rain of Arrows is going to be there to make sure he cannot follow up anymore onto that one. Chili again, still being very aggressive in this one. He has no mana. He can't really fight Lexar right now. He can throw autos. That's about it. Piecing Arrow gonna land at the fly once again. Feno D showing why this is a pretty good matchup here, as we lean already onto the Ocean Drake and got it with Sion's help there. And that's pretty much what he does all the time. And Reckles up quite a bit of CS. He starts a big wave here. Chuck is gonna go for it, but he has to be so careful. He already used his dash. He has no flash. Team-Mat is there. Oh, he's gonna be coming out there, and oh my goodness. Oh, so he's gonna come out of technicality. He's gonna flash right at the pillow. Convergent.
Very good escape there from Luxar.
Once again, Reckless on to Chuck there, and Chuck not having a good time. Alright, Red Rear Barrel. What does Shalom Esports do? What do they do to get them out of this deficit that they have? They're already 1k gold behind 6 minutes into the game.
Well, I mean, the one thing they have not done at all is kind of focus a lane. I mean, you know right now that Chuck is struggling, but if you look at the map, you can see that the Fly is actually up ahead and he has lane priority here. So I would look to maybe help.
We
got a fight here on the lane. He's not gonna be able to do it.
Coming out and both junglers there, so gone. You know, spawning out Marlene, they're gonna be able to throw the Bambi right out of his own jungle there, forcing a flash out from himself, but also from
Look at that Tiamat. Oh man.
So much for Reckless here, as he's possibly maybe looking for something on Gon here. He does not have 6 yet, but it looks like he's just gonna go ahead and proxy the wave. Gon is on this top side here, but Ghost does have level 7. Chuck only level 6 here. He is gonna have to be really careful here. I mean, he's gonna be able to hop right over that control wood. Not much is really gonna be done. I even think he could possibly win the 1v2 if he does play it correctly here. It looks like he's not even gonna try to attempt it whatsoever. He go ahead and proxies the wave there, forces the next wave to crash under Chuck's tower and make it even harder for him to CS. Chuck is actually down about 30 CS here.
Yes.
That's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, and you asked earlier what I would honestly say for Shalom Esports to do. It is to either go to Chili or go to Defly and hard push them. They are your win conditions. I don't give it to Shen right now, just with how underleveled he is. Again, I don't think you're really depending on him right now to be kind of your carry. You're just relying on his ultimates in the late game. So I do feel like his stuns and stuff are enough. You really got to get Chili or Defly ahead. You need your jungle to be focusing those lanes and punishing Inferno when he's pushing like he is.
Definitely cannot be looking for the stem to bleeding on this top side. Like, the wave's over. There's nothing he can really do at this point. He's so damn strong. He will 1v2 you at this point. He has so much resistance. So he's just going to be able to take another reset here again without any issues. He's going to get even stronger at this point. You have to head mid. You have to head bot. You have to try to do something. And the issue is that you only initiate on the team is topside. It's the easiest lane to gank in terms of that, but you can't really do anything. Chili can try to get a stun off, but can't land it. He has to try to wall off Lexar at that point besides that, but if he can't really do anything mid lane. Bot lane, Defy and Ace Tactics on the Vayne Lulu. Can't really do anything at that point either. You really don't have that much initiation.
40 CS difference there from the top. Oh, now it's down to 30, but still, like, this is just absolutely insane. I will give it over to Chili, though. He is able to win on the CS side. This Vayne, though, is staying ahead. Oh, we still got a fight.
Really far there. Defy's still going to be able to get hit by that. He does have to cleanse. He's going to have to cleanse right out of that one. He's going to flash right out to Defy. He's going to be so careful here. The Rock Goat's going to be able to, because Austin's going to come out. He's going to go into front of DD, have to try to kill him, but if Defy, he is flying right through the enemy's bot lane. Stand United is going to be used. I don't think it's even going to be needed. A double kill over to the Vayne.
Wow, that's just fantastic play. Just like how that played out though, so they are now ahead. You have a bounty on Defly. Gone with this Echo and Chili need to be roaming bot 24/7 now. Let Jax do whatever in the world you think he's gonna do. Like, he is irrelevant at this point as far as being able to put any type of slows to him at the moment. You need to get everyone else leveled up so that they can actually fight against him when the team fights come.
Let's have to be really careful here. He might get stunned here by the Q. He is not going to be
great stun.
He does have the chrono shift though. Chili does not have any more mana. They cannot go any further than this. A really good hop on that wood there to make sure he gets out of this one. Looks like Reckless is just going to go for this tower here, and he's going to be able to get it. He's going to let the minions do the rest of the work here. A flash out from Chuck to make sure he does not die. And Reckless just absolutely stopping this lane. But here comes Gon. He's going to try to head to the top side here. Shadow Dash is finally going to land there. Pillar Convergence is there. Flash from Reckless got to get out of this wood there again to make sure he can get out. I don't think much else can be done here. Time bomb on Chili is going to be there. The time bomb, make sure he gets stunned out. Killer taken very low. Here comes the Swole Seed. Look out that one. One more auto will be able to take him out, but the time bomb is going to be there. That's a guaranteed egg for him out on that one. Gon is going to be able to find Lexar here. Lexar's going to be really careful for Pillar Switch there. Sun coming out. Here comes the W coming out. Flash coming out. He's going to be slept on that one. A lot of damage coming out. Maybe the passive will be enough. The auto will be there. It's not even going to find it. And what are you doing? A little too much overcommitment onto Chili.
Yeah. But I mean, for Shlum Esports, that's exactly what you want to see. Like, no joke. Like, if your win condition right now is to get these two fed, I really do like the build so far. We are almost got the Abysmal finished up here for the Anivia. Triforce, right? It's gonna be done on that Jax very soon.
Dark Binding's gonna be thrown, not much gonna land. Blades over. Reckless is here actually on the Drake here. He's got to get right out of that one. He did not have to TP for that though, but I don't think they're going to be able to pick this one up. Need is not there in time! Oh my goodness! What a steal! Terry Clutch is going to be able to take down the jungle. Terry gets to get out of here. That's your tower. That's right. He's going to go off. He's by himself. Counter strike to be able to get the stun up. But here comes Relane in the back line. Defiance to get the hell out of here. Ace Tactics is out the way. Pretty much jump over. Defiance is going to be able to beat down. It is going to be the one only left alive. The Q is going to come out. He's going to be able to get the stun off. But Lee, what are you doing? Flash over the corner shift. He's going to be there. Time up to make sure you get out of that one. And oh my goodness, what a steal.
That was awesome. I thought truly that was all in the eyes of Gon and company being able to keep that. But no, just very unfortunate they allowed Luxar to get close. He is going to put out some damage there on Luxar, but they're going to poke each other and back away. Oh man, you see Chuck, he's trying to bet the kid. He picks up the Bramble Vest as well as the Infernos. But there's nothing really he can do with that. He is so far under level right now.
Yeah, he level 10, level 9 into a solo match up here, and he also has, oh my goodness, that's so much. It's about 40 to 50 CS there. Dark Binding is actually going to land. Piercing Arrow is going to be there. It's probably going to be, oh my goodness. Oh, a flash coming out. Payload Convergence is there. Like to get there. Howdy, he has no chrono shift. Time up coming out again. Gone if he can get the phase dive with the passive, but his passive is going to fall off here. He does have chrono, but I don't think Lexar is going to be able to get out of this one. No Bomb is going to be able to get the stun off, but not much is really going to be found there. Premade gonna take a lot of damage with the passive from Defy on his W there, but Premade Inside still feeling really happy about this lane so far. Ace Tactics does have Broad Growth coming up. Defy almost has his ultimate coming up here in a little bit too. So they're gonna be maybe looking for possibly a double kill into the bot lane. Premade Inside not gonna have the ults until a little bit longer. So maybe if they can time those correctly, they could look for an all-in, but they have to watch out for this constant harass from the Piercing Arrow. Premade has blue buff, so he's not getting, can't really get punished for constantly throwing out his Qs here. He has the extra 10% cooldown reduction. He has constant full mana bar because of it. So Ace Tactics Defy not really going to be able to do much until that falls off.
Nope, not at all. And I want to point out as well, from a warding perspective, we have it a little bit better right now as far as at the 15-minute mark for Cyan, beating out that Lulu. And that is pretty even consistently across the board for everybody. With how fed that Reckless is getting, that Chuck has not been able to be as consistent as he was. We do have a stun here.
Get the ball right back into the R there, but not really going to do much there. Reckless onto the Jaxus here. The Sand Knight is going to come out here, but again, where's your initiation? You can't do much. The phase dive is all you have, but it is such short range. Not really going to be able to find anything there. And now Shen's on the bot side. You need to see if he can't push something onto Inferno D and Sion, but not much you really do here. This controller is going to be able to
out of there.
But actually going to be there. Blackshade is going to go onto Inferno D. Chuck is going to try to get a kill. Here comes the Chain Corruption. If you really careful to fight, he's going to come out to fight so far forward. Not coming out here, but we got to be really careful here. He cannot die. They can't feed him any more kills. That's exactly what they did with Defiance. To be really careful. The TP coming out here from Reckless. Kadem is going to land. Chuck is probably very low enough. 5 is going to be used on the Lulu. TP coming out from Chili here, but he can't be stopped. It's possibly with double bomb. But he's going to go right into Defy here. Defy possibly going to fall down here, but the polymorph is so damn strong. But are you gonna be able to get the? But he's not done yet. Reckless is still alive. So that's gonna be able to get a punch right over the wall. He's gonna go right over with it, and that's gonna be really picking up the kill. Oh my goodness! I thought it was gonna go over to Swam Esports, but Reckless says not today, and he's gonna be able to still survive through that. And a missed position, a misplay from Breakable Warhammers doesn't even matter when your top laner is just this far ahead, but they're not done just quite yet. Gon is here, but they're gonna get caught off. They notice that he's there, and it's just gonna be resets coming out. And oh my goodness, what a top laner!
Yeah, I mean, when the top lane has his TP and he's that far ahead in CS, he's already got a Tiamat and he's got a full Trinity Force. You know he's gonna come down and try to wreak havoc. So that's why I was asking, like, what is going on? The Fly, yes, he did get a spectacular kill, but at what cost? Right? I mean, just wipe the floor with everybody else down there.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta focus targets. You can't hesitate. It's either you try to run or you focus targets, and I mean running at that point is just not going to happen, especially with the re-engage from Chile there. But they did not end up picking up Reckless on that. That would have been such a good turnaround for them. Maybe go for a little bit more after that, but not able to do it. Dragon is coming up in about 10 seconds. This is sole point for Unbreakable Warhammers off the really good steal that Lexo was able to find with the time bomb there, but is Swam Esports gonna be able to hold the Vision Pyro onto that one, but still, it is still a very explosive team fight that could happen here. Lean is on his way. He does have a flash. If he cannot steal this one away, it is Reckless coming out from the side there, but Chuck is gonna get time out. He's gonna go for the Shadow Dash there. It is 3 members being knocked up there. He's gonna go Drowsy there. He's gonna go right to sleep. Defy trying to do the best he can. Then Quarterback gonna come out. Quarterback is right on top of him. Gonna cut to his day. Go off there, and Defy all alone. Corner shift is going to be used there. Like I said, not going to fall down, but really good piercing on top of the double bomb there. And it's going to be Chile all by himself with the Bambi. Here comes the Dark Binding, the double bomb coming out from Lexon. He's going to be able to pick that one up. It is Jake going over to Swam Esports, but the team fight went to Unbreakable Warhammers.
Yep, they can push pressure here on this tower. They can also back up and take the rift as well. Shelly is over there, pretty bored, wants to join the party. So there's a lot that they can do here. That, I think, ultimately, like from a draft perspective, all 3 games, like with the Warhammers, have just been absolutely phenomenal. Like I don't know, you know, what kind of milk they drank to prepare for this, but
no reach on it though.
Just fantastic drafting. They're not... Shalom Esports is not able to do anything. At all. Even if they get ahead a little bit, the CC and stuff, everything is just there right now for the Warhammer to be able to fight in any capacity.
The Vayne is 3-3, does have 50% KP, has 3 of the 6 kills, and I mean, once it gets to glimpses, possibly... Maybe if with good team fighting, good communication, and good peel, but find it very hard when Reckless is this far ahead onto the Jax. The counter strike is just gonna completely screw you over, and you aren't gonna be able to focus him. But you want to focus him because he's so strong. Bruno D is on 3 kills. Cyan is on 4 kills on the Morgana here. He already has the stopwatch, so he's not even a viable target either. You have the Chrono Shift too. So, like, even if you can find a good target or a pick, if it's Flex has in range, he can just Chrono Shift, get them out of there, and possibly for a main gauge if Reckless is there. And Chuck gonna be really in trouble.
Kind of back is
Shadow Dash right into him. He's gonna stand united. He don't think he's gonna be able to pick up the kill though. So close. Maybe if he held on to this counter strike there, but is gonna face the force to stand united out from Chuck there. So the small amount of initiation on team fights that you did have, you don't have in the next 2 minutes or so.
Not at all. He does have the teleport up, so he is able to answer a team fight if he had to, but he is walking back now towards the top lane, towards Vayne and company, so he will be there for the next fight. It looks like we do have the Baron coming up in 20 minutes. Do you think they have the damage to try to make a push for that, or do you think they should wait?
I mean, it's very possible. They do have quite a bit of damage. They have Varus. Varus can shred the Baron quite a bit, but he actually is opting to go for the Runons, it looks, instead of the Gwensus on second item. Oh, really good turn comes. He cannot chrono back. The stun is gonna come out. He's gonna get beaten down. Quickback gonna come out, but he's gonna get stunned by the shackles. Going to be forced to flash right out of that one, and a lot of ults were used to try to go for that play. Not gonna be able to find it though. Fortunately, I don't think not much play is going to be able to be forced from Xiaomi Esports to punish the fact that 2 ults were burned out for only 1 there, but it is going to be flash burned out from Gone. So he's not going to have the chrono big for the next 30 seconds. Dark Bunny is going to land behind the fly that he does not have the cleanse yet. He still doesn't have it. It's only a few seconds. He does not be able to get a pillar convergence onto 2 there, but Black Shoes make sure he stays alive on that one. Second has to go golden with the stasis. Face is gonna make sure to get that one. Reckless does not have any mana left on this one. He's gonna have to get the hell out of town. Jump to that wood, but it is mid lane onto 2. He's gonna go for the chrono shift. That's exactly what he goes for. He's gonna be able to come alive with some mana because of that. And he will do just that. Counter-strike is not up to spot yet, but he's going to be able to get out! Oh my goodness! Double bomb to make sure they cannot chase any further. He is unkillable! This top laner will not die today! He still has a perfect game. He's looking for it. It's in his eyes. And he is just absolutely just dominating this game. Oh my goodness! What a good plan. Like, starting to find a chrono shift. And a really good presence mind for Reckless to find that blast player.
Yeah, they threw absolutely everything at that Jax, and he still was able to hobble away. He still got the bounty on him. He's sitting at 180 CS, well above anyone else on the other side. He got the Merc Treads. He's got pretty much everything you would expect at this time. Probably going to finish that Tiamat now. Just a very, very deadly champion at this point. And the other thing here, you do have the Varus now finishing the Ruined Hurricane as well as the Blade of the Ruin King, so you do have the ability there to just poke out all these people here in the back line. So really good job here as we get ready for the Inferno Drake.
Xiaomi Esports can't do anything. They're not even set up for this. It's not so they can give it up if they need to, but it is going to be so point going over to Unbreakable Warhammers, so they're going to be forced to go on to this next Drake, guaranteed.
Oh, absolutely. If they don't, it's pretty much GG at that point.
Ooh, wait, Love Bite is going to be used there onto the Nivea. The flash coming out from Reckless. See if we can't get anything. Insane United is going to be used. Reckless is going to be black shielded, but a lot of stun! Right into the dash from Chuck there. They have to get the hell out of this one, but Chuck is re-engaging once again. Could have been used a gun. Chuck is trying to kill this Jax, and they're probably going to be in there. Oh my goodness! You cannot clump up against a Zillion plus the Varus combo. It's a quadra kill going over to the Varus. Inferno D and Lexar gonna be able to find it for the team there. You may have killed the Jax, but you cannot clump up at all against this comp. You have the Lilia, you have the Varus, you have the Zillion, so much AoE, and you just got absolutely deleted.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate there. It looks like a little bit of promise there with Chuck picking up that kill on Reckless. But yeah, that's just dangerous. They're gonna go ahead and go back here and rotate towards the Baron, which is the right call. They've just shown, I mean, on a 5v5, they win those team fights, right? So they can pretty much have complete control over this map now. It's going to take some picks and some coming back from the gold here. They're almost down to 10k. So it is just insurmountable right now as far as how they come back.
Lexstar sadly does not able to pick up that wolf. Face that right over the wall with the auto attack from Gon is going to be able to pick that one up. Lexar is pretty low in health and mana. He does have the TP if he needs it, but I don't think it's really going to be necessary. Baron is not going to be sided up just quite yet. Inferno D after that Quadrico does have about 2,000 gold to spend, and see if he is going to go ahead and do that for himself here in a minute and, you know, force this Baron play here. Ooh, Dark Bunny is going to land. I don't think really re-engage is really going to be possible. Not enough members around. Don't have the resources. That's still quite a bit of damage. That just a little helpful for Sion to see how much damage he can truly do if he can land his abilities there. And spoiler alert, it's quite a bit for only having one actual full AP item on the Zonia. So doesn't even have Ludens, doesn't have Oblivion, or doesn't have Morales, doesn't have any of these high damage. So I mean, if he really wants to, he could.
Yeah, over the first two games here, going into this third, Warhammers have really cleaned up their act. I mean, they have the vision game under control. Cyan has really stepped up his game. He got a vision score of 50 right now, so just really fantastic. They are going to clear out some more wards here, make sure that the Baron is safe. They're going to find the ward there. They're sitting in the back of the pit. This is going to be a fight. It looks like they're going to try to see what they can get.
So it goes. Reckless is onto the bottom side though. He's not going to be able to dodge right out of that shadow dash that time, but a counter strike will be there. Chuck has to get the hell out of here. He does not have the dash anymore. Forced to flash away on that one, and Looks like all the members from Xiaomi Esports gonna have to help and answer this, but it's 4 Warhammer members onto the band. There's no wars, there's no vision. They're gonna see if they can't pick up the jacks, but they can't. They're going to head back. It is TP up for Reckless. He does need it, but I don't think it's gonna be enough time. I don't think the Smite Seal is gonna be possible. Is that he's there? Can he get it? No, he cannot. It is gonna be Unbreakable Warhammer is gonna be taking that Baron as Slimy Split just asleep at the wheel at that point. Gone is way too far up. He's just gonna get bursted down.
What are you guys doing?
Chrono break out as he just gets absolutely deleted, and CC locked there. Is gonna be resets coming out from Unbreakable Warhammers, and they're looking to end this game, take the easy 3-0 for themselves, and then maybe looking to actually contest for the finals here, as they're looking pretty strong on the series right now.
They are, but based on the bracket, I actually filled out the bracket earlier. It looks like whoever wins this is going against the Tigers, I believe, right? The Tigers are a really beefy team, so it's going to be a great series, obviously. But Warhammers, if they end up, presumably going through this, they have a lot of work on their hands to prepare on for next week. But I did want to say here, the last time for Game 1 when they had that Baron, they went for that what was it, 1-0-3 whatever, no one in the mid lane helping out, and they all kind of ruined that Baron.
Get out of there, and once again you have no more hard engage after that, and Reckless is going to be able to hop right out of that one. That's Stand United gone from Truck, still has TP though.
So we'll see what they're able to do with this Baron. The last time they had it, remember, they did not utilize it that well. Very poor usage here.
They're going to use it just to force this Drake prior onto them. The amount of damage it does give you in the stats department is pretty big, so it looks like they were just going to use that for them. No issues whatsoever. Reckless isn't to the top side. He does have TP if he needs it, but I don't even think he stuck the dragon. I think you legit, all you have to do, stall it out. You don't have to do anything.
Wow, look at that damage.
Oh my god, he's gonna go right out to God. He's gonna be forced to quarterback right into the middle of the enemy team. It is gonna be stun going out to Nivea, but Aegon's gonna be used. The fly is gonna fall immediately there. You guys know it doesn't matter. See ya later. And it is going to be a TP coming up from the left side, going to the bot side. Reckless gonna go ahead and dodge right out of that top side and sign. Oh, not sign. Ace tactic. It took the only ones left alive here. And it looks like it's gonna be GG easy. 3-0 going over for Unbreakable Warhammers. The first game looked like it would be close. Second game was a stop. Third game even more so. Reckless is an absolute monster in this series, as both games are Jax. He may have only gotten 1 kill, but oh my goodness, the gold lead, the CS lead, and the amount of assists he had. Oh my goodness, this guy's a monster in the top lane.
Yeah, wow. That top lane was controlled entirely by him. Yeah, he only has 1 kill, but that is irrelevant here. He absolutely dominated his lane. He was forcing the pressure to come off from the Echo. But I do want to point out here, you look at the damage here, comparatively to the first 2 games there. You do have Zillion. Basically you have more of a nice even distribution there of the damage, and it was absolutely just total chaos here from the side of Warhammers. They cleaned up their act. They had better control over their vision. They had better control over being able to look at the objectives from a micro and macro stance and be able to actually team fight properly and then go and take those objectives. They did not get caught out anymore in the jungle due to that proper vision control. We didn't see Cyan get picked off like he was in the first 2 games. So just overall fantastic way to close the series. I would have loved to have seen Shlom pick up a game or 2 to force Warhammers to kind of change their way that they play, because you see they pretty much didn't do much. It was just, they did a really good comp, and then they just win the game. So they didn't really have to change their strategy. They have a lot going into next week against the Tigers, so we'll see what happens there. But go ahead and take it away, Sheep. I hope you can get some oxygen in your system now. I'm just glad we don't got to go into an additional game so that you can actually breathe and rest. But guys, thanks for having me. That was just fantastic from the Warhammers. Good job, guys.
Yeah, that was honestly amazing. Like, I have casted Warhammers and both Shalom Esports. I've seen their games, and let me say, I was expecting Shalom Esports to win this series at least 3-1, if not 3-2. But Unbreakable Warhammers just came out, they cleaned up their mistakes a lot. Like a lot of the mistakes were cleaned up that I saw from the regular season. I still saw some mistakes, trickle in there and there from the regular season. Like their Baron power plays were not nearly as strong as they could be. Like from that last game, they used it to get prio on Dragon, and then they used it to just absolutely win the fight instead of trying to sieging. But if they can clean up the sieging with Baron, this could be such an unstoppable team. You have positioning, decision making errors there and there, but it's not too big as Unbreakable Warhammers. Overall, are just really good. They're really good on the objective control. They're really good at catching out what they need to catch out. They're really good on just winning lanes in general and just out CSing their opponent and just winning based off that. There was a point where Shalom Esports was up 3 kills on to the one. They were 1-4, and they were still losing out on gold by like a 2-3k
Yep.
deficit. Like, and you're up 4 kills to 1. It's like that's just absolutely like if you could see the gold like in the game instead of like seeing it in spectator, that would destroy your mental because it's like, well, we have 4 kills to the 1, but we're still 3k gold behind, and that is something that you do not like to see when you're actually able to pick up these kills. Yes, you could pick up the kills. Yes, each kill was 300 gold or so, but you need to CS. You need to get these minions. You need to get as much minions, monsters, at whatever it is, and you need to farm up. Otherwise, it's not gonna matter if you get these kills, especially with Reckless in the top side. Just absolutely, he almost flame horizon Chuck that game. He was off by what is that 23 CS, which seems quite a bit, but from 23 from 100 up is quite amazing. I mean, this guy is just an absolute monster. Every time I've casted a game with him, his Malphite, his Maokai, I've seen his Trendemir, I've now seen his Jax. I mean, this guy is an absolute monster. He is not afraid to go in, and he is definitely not afraid to die for his team if necessary. So, GG's to the top laner there. I mean, regardless what chat says, he definitely gets my MVP of the series and of this game easily, as he was just showing up so big. But for more on that game, I am going to go ahead and send it to Griff onto the analyst desk, as he's going to be able to break that down and send it on to the break for the play of the game.
Thank you, my friends, and what a hell of a series. Game 1 and 2 looking so damn close between Schlam and Warhammers, but in this final game, 28 minutes, Warhammers take this one decisively and take the sweep, going 3-0 in this best of 5. Congratulations, Warhammers, as they are going to be facing off against, I believe, as our caster said, the Tigers next week. We'll have to double check on that one, but they are through to the semifinals, so we will get to see a little bit more of the Warhammers action. Guys, absolutely insane stuff from this team here tonight. We don't even have to talk about the fact that I Love Reckless got his Jax again. We saw what he was able to do with it in Game 2, and a repeat of that, not to the extent of it was in Game 2, but still playing that champ super, super damn well. The Dragon Steal from Lexar in the mid lane was so damn hot. That Zillion Bomb, I saw someone say it in chat, I don't know who it was. That is why you don't burn down a dragon when you have a Zillion Bomb on you. Easily stolen away, and not even, I don't think that was the goal, but you know what? If you take a free dragon, then hey, why the hell not? But honestly, great stuff from around the team. Great Lilia setups with those drowsies and making sure a team can just pop off. The pokes from Inferno D's Varus were insane. Watching that damage, the health bars were just disappearing, and of course, Cyan doing a much better job getting the vision game up. But the fact that you have a Morgana means they weren't able to get in there, get those big ults off. And I saw a bunch of lovely, lovely bindings coming out from them. It's, I don't know if it's just the fact that it's Cyan and Inferno D playing together, because they are so much fun to watch, because they have such great synergy. And that's really what unlocks both of them as excellent players, is when they play together. So much fun watching, guys. But that is the win for Warhammer. So we are going to open up the player of the game poll soon. I'm just completing the bets there, so all those points should be distributed out there if you were able to get into that. But right now, it is Player of the Game poll open, as you'll see on my desk right there. How cool is that? How clean is that? Unfortunately, we aren't going to a 5-game series, so you won't get to see my super secret special surprise tonight. Maybe next week for semifinals, who knows? But definitely for finals. So keep your eyes out for that. Guys, we're going to take a short break and run a few ads. While that is going, make sure to get your votes in for Player of the Game. It is just command, vote, and whatever position it is, top, jungle, mid, support, or ADC. Sup, Inferno D kind of snuck in there at the last minute. So Sup and ADC are switched around on the list there. But you'll see them up on your break screen there. Make sure to get those votes in, and I will be back with you guys in 5 minutes to announce Player of the Game and just drop a few more announcements before we end the night out. Guys, we'll see you in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Blazing on the track, boy.
welcome back, guys. We are about... Oh, can't show that yet. You guys know you voted, but it is Reckless. I love Reckless coming in as player of the game for the Warhammers in the last one. Maybe a game late. Because I think it should have come through in game 2. But either way, name's up on the desk right now. Congratulations, Reckless. And congratulations, Warhammers, as you make your way into the semifinals. Oh my god, what a night it was. Warhammers were just popping off tonight. But yeah, the hands are up. You just see me like this in finals. Ah! It's going to be nuts. But what a playoff bracket we've got on our hands here. It's going to be insane. Guys, we're not going to be having interviews until we get to finals. So just keep an eye out for some production stuff. Usually it's finals when I bust out all my secret moves. So right now we got a couple things scattered in here, but finals is where the magic is happening. And right now we're building our way up to that. So that will conclude this section of the quarterfinals as Warhammers will make their way through on their end of the bracket. My god, though, guys, how hype were those first 2 games, though? Oh my god, I was losing my mind. So much fun to watch. Thank you to both our teams for competing this season. Best of luck to the Warhammers as they proceed in their playoff run. And of course, thank you to our casters. Thank you to everybody working on the stats and the logos today. And of course, thank you to all of you guys watching at home, hanging out, memeing in chat, and participating along with our predictions. I love you all so much. Thank you very much for participating with us tonight. I love seeing it. But yeah, lol. 1 interview per season. That's, yeah. You know what? When it happens, it's special. It's a special night. But when that interview happens, usually it's the full team that comes on, and we might get hit up by that TOS, but whatever. It's finals, right? Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's going to conclude tonight. Thank you once again for joining us and watching. If you are brand new to the channel, make sure to drop a follow so you are aware of when we are going live and to make sure to catch up on all that action. Also, make sure to tune in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. EST for our LRS Premade. We are, I believe, doing the losers bracket. Right now, we have lined up 999 versus Jet Black Clips, but do keep an eye on the Discord if there are any changes to the stream or the streamed games. So do keep an eye out for those guys. If you haven't already, or if you're just sitting on that Twitch Prime, baby, sauce it on over. Come on. You know you want to. We got some kick-ass emotes coming. Some that are in that tier 2 and 3, but will be shifting their way down to tier 1 at the end of this split. So I've been making some fun stuff. Some of them are emotes. Some of them you guys are going to see in finals or possibly next week if we make it to best of 5. Either way, guys, it has been a blast tonight. Last but not least, make sure to head on over to our awesome merch shop. What's up? Super comfy sweaters we got over there and lots more. Posters, foam cases, stickers, and even jerseys to support your favorite team. Anyways, guys, that is it from us here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for bringing that spiciness into the chat. Love all your faces. I will see you next week. And oh my god, I cannot wait for what is coming this playoffs, guys. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.